Wait, nope.
Purple
Before I
eyes.
can.
Sorry.
Alright, so I gotta go through and readjust all these stats.
Is this your goose?
Yes. You cannot touch the goose. Seriously,
What's his?
seriously, don't touch him. He's very dangerous.
I'm not gonna touch him. But what's his name again?
Hank. Hank
Hank
Honk.
Hank Honk. I'll have to remember that.
You should have a name on him. Oh, if you hold tab.
Oh, that means I have to get up and use my keyboard.
You're gonna use your keyboard quite a
Oh, I
quite a
know.
bit. If you hold tab, you can see the names of everything.
So you have 4 level 1 spells and 3 level 2. Gary?
Yeah, it probably would help if I got my character sheet out, huh?
The good
Click
news.
the link. That's why I posted it, so everybody got it. They can't say they didn't have it.
They literally can't.
Let me pull it up on my phone. That'll be the easiest so that I can check it.
Congratulations.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, because that one was the only redhead that was under the elf tab. They were either white hair, dark hair, or...
You know, I probably just, with what's going on in my head, just got confused, that's all. Fuck me. D&D sheets.
You know, it's the kind of thing I wish on this, Russ, is that you could at least actually flip it around, flip the character around to make him look like they're sleeping.
That's what I was trying for, so I mean...
You can always sprawl them out as dead.
Well, that's the useful thing. Though the idea is, you know, they can only flop on their backs. Oh, no, wait. Actually, it should switch. No. I thought if you click it enough, they... No, they flop. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Resting.
Alright, just having the issue of waiting for everyone else.
Alright, and I just gotta plug in so I don't lose power while we do this, because my phone is a fucking battery whore.
The... Let's see what's base.
Yeah, the other... Chris and Dakota should be able to get online.
Okay, so how many steps is one circle?
1 square is a 5-foot square. So the square you occupy is 5 feet.
Okay.
So if you use either your arrow keys or if you press Shift and WASD.
Oh! That's cool.
This is why I was telling you to use the keyboard.
Yeah. You
Also,
win. Okay, I'll give you it.
So if you have yourself selected and you click on another object, you can effectively interact with it. So that's a regular attack, and of course the other one's magic missile.
Now, how do you do magic missile?
Same thing. So instead of just hit attack, just hit magic missile. Now that's a generic magic missile.
Okay.
It looks a lot cooler, and it also helps in at least generalizing where you're attacking, or what you're attacking. So, bottom left, bottom right, you'll see like an M and an M.
Yeah.
So the M, you can click on it, and that is measurements.
And they come in 3 flavors. Default is 3, so this is area effect.
Okay.
The second
one is
measurements.
Oh yeah, the second number 2 is a line, and number 3 is your cone. Oh, and if you press and hold control, apparently you can angle it.
Huh. Now how do you get rid of them?
Just right click.
Ah. Okay, and what is N?
That's cut box. I don't remember what that does.
It'll basically create an outline.
Oh god damn it, my stomach again. We had Chinese food tonight.
Oh yeah, how are you changing the angle?
So when you actually place the curve, say when we place the curve down,
Guys, I'll be right
distance,
back. I'll
and
be
then
right back.
when you click on a left click again, and then you adjust the angle.
At the angle. Okay.
Very useful when you want to figure out if it's 90 degrees. It looks like when you shift, you just change direction. You can actually make it, I guess, aim upward?
Yeah. Now, if you left click, when you change the angle, that should also increase and decrease the size of the cone.
Yeah, you just move your cursor to change the
That's
angle.
what I mean, but you see how the cone's widening? So, like, raise it up. Okay.
Also, you can press W and S while you're holding it down to actually go up or down, it looks like.
Good.
But yeah, the toggle cut box basically just, when it's active, it'll basically cut out objects in your view. Like, say, the tree. Sometimes the trees is an example, but it's useful for, like, buildings. So you can see the inside of a building.
You stepped away, remember? Stomach.
I was talking to you, Russ.
I know how that works.
You acted like you didn't.
Yeah, that's right.
Why does sweet tea always taste like cardboard box?
Sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem. It's a mystery. That's probably the worst thing to have. Giga Goose. Now we have Tiny Goose after you.
Even though I think that's technically supposed to be the size of the goose.
The Lagoose is never good.
Bella Goosey.
Loosey Goosey. We never start these sessions on time, do we?
What?
Never.
We were here on time.
On time for you is 30 minutes late.
No, we were on time, but no one else was in yet. So then we ate dinner.
We were here beforehand.
Doubt.
It's all good. It's all good.
He's running doubt towards us.
It's a nat 20.
Did you roll your own dice?
If I said yes, does it work?
Why don't you get in the game and roll a
Josh,
D20?
D12.
It's gonna be that way.
Yeah, every time. How do you not understand this one?
I'll allow it.
I rolled. Hank Honk rolled a 10.
Good.
Listen, I'll allow it.
Forgot to mention I gave the final name for Hank to be Hank Honk or Double H.
I saw that. Oh, update.
It's a perfect.
Oh no, I have to do an 86 meg update? Oh god, hold on, guys. Oh shit, it's already done.
Why do you never keep up on that?
Because it has to update all my other fucking games.
You could just let it update.
What? Yeah, I did.
By the way,
Apparently it just didn't.
By the way, how y'all liking Divinity?
I actually haven't had that much time in it. But it is wonderful.
And potato.
It is wonderful. I killed the guy that wanted me dead. Good times.
Sounds about right.
He's understanding ways of...
Yeah, it certainly is.
AKA Shrimp Bench.
I'm just waiting for the times you'll find some interesting things, like basically fighting a teleporting gator.
I think I've seen that already. I remember hearing lots of complaints about it.
Yes, I have complained very loud.
Alright, I'm back.
Teleporting girl.
So since they added colored bases in here, I figured help everybody kind of pick themselves out from the crowd.
There you go.
Just colored your bases.
Beautiful head. Perfect boy. And the fact that the bubbles are uneven means the glass isn't perfectly clean, but I knew that.
Any word on the other Chris?
I've heard.
Oh, right. I don't know. God, the satisfying taste of cherry limeade.
Ah, yes! My favorite part, realizing I've been muted all this time.
I
Nice.
just assumed you wanted to be muted.
Alright, so I suppose just for the sake
I
of being
kinda
formal
assumed the
here, at
same.
least Dakota, Chris, this is Gary. He's going to be joining our little sesh here. So
Heyo!
I've officially capped out at 6 players. I don't know if I can handle any more, so 6 players top.
No more.
You say 6, but it never turns out to be 6.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
One,
But-
two,
Technically, it's 7, because we got Hank here.
It's your character, so no, it's part of you. Duck, or the goose is the extension of you. It's a goose extension. Alright, so at least for today's session, gonna mix things up a little bit, kind of like last time. So I want to see you guys try and bring your A game here. Now, if Chris doesn't show up, oh well. Bob might show up late, but he's celebrating his father's birthday. So we just have to see where this goes. We'll get things going now. So, does anybody want to kind of do a recap of last time?
What happened last time? I remember that we decided to go sailing across a dangerous river with a drunk sailor. We eventually made it across, but having to deal with kobolds?
Knowles.
Gnolls. Furry creatures. We basically had to shake off their defense as we stormed the beaches of a river. Eventually made it to a ruins, and we called it a night. Because we couldn't go back across the river because our sailor decided he might as well just head back home.
He was
Okay.
smart. He knew the dangers.
So here's what's happened. So a day had elapsed, and the fishermen came back, but you guys hadn't left because Bob's character Creve wanted to go and get reinforcements because the gnolls on the island were a weird anomaly. They shouldn't have been there. When you guys had investigated the supplies that they had in that little ruined building, found that they had guild merchant markings on them, and they had an assortment of different things in there. Found old rusted tools and stuff like that, but the gnolls were only interested in the food that was packaged in there. So at least you know what happened to some of the shipments of the merchant equipment. Now, since Bob's not here, I'm willing to assume he's going to be playing in absentia. So what's going to happen is he and the fisherman went back across the lake to go get reinforcements from the town. Because if there's a large infestation of gnolls that's been threatening the trade route, that's a problem. And obviously, if there's one gnoll, or if there's a small pack of gnolls, you know there's a lot more of them.
Like cockroaches.
So, you guys agreed that he would set off and you would wait the night, so a day has elapsed. So, obviously, you had a long rest, a little bit more. So everybody's at full health, etc.
Right.
And it is the following day, night.
It is nighttime right now.
So let me pull up the map. So now I'm going to warn you all that because of this particular mission and you guys being under strength, I do not expect you to fight. In fact, I suggest you try and find creative ways to not get yourselves killed. They're large.
He recommends it.
Because let me tell you, when you see what you're going to be dealing with, right now, if you piss off the garrison, it's an automatic wipe. Everyone's dead.
That's certainly
That
nice.
sounds awful.
Terrifying.
So, with that, let's have fun. Boop! Now, I'm actually, Gary, don't be mad. Right now, you're just going to function as a
Observer. That's fine.
No.
Not this one.
So just, so you guys pop in. It's obviously nighttime, and you're just trying to get a lay of what's going on. Yep. You see looming off in the distance as you guys make your way through the forest, the remains of an old fort. Now, I don't know if anybody's got good night vision. Dwarf cough, cough, dwarf cough.
Listen, like half of us have good night vision.
Yep, I do.
So do I.
So why don't you cough, cough, perception, cough?
Fine, hold on.
Alright.
This is already off to a good start.
What? I said roll, you bitch!
14, that should be a...
18.
All right, so the dwarf got it. So as you guys are moving along this old wooden wood path,
Also, my perception's +4.
yep, so that's why, you see the edges of the forest. Now, you can see that what was a crumbling ruin, it's been fortified. You can see creatures and shadows moving along these newly ad hoc defenses, and you should see lights inside moving around inside the fortress. Now, your goal today is to try and learn some information for when the reinforcements show up, and also potentially rescue a new friend. Now remember, don't get caught.
Alright,
Okay.
cool. So, plans?
Okay,
I got one.
Hang on, let me start first. I'm the stealthiest of the group. I'll check out the front. Y'all can at least check out the back. I bet you they're not going to be keeping an eye on the back side of it. See if there's an
Tell you
enemy
what.
back there.
Better plan. You do this mission, I'll sit here, because I am like the nega stealth.
You are the
I am the antithesis of stealth.
Look, I've seen Metal Gear Solid. I know how this works. We just need to find a box.
They don't make boxes big enough.
Now, because I'm just saying this, especially for you, Chris, because this is supposed to be a non-combat reconnaissance, you might want to consider, traveling
Going
a
home?
little light. Because remember,
Are
your
you-
armor is
Are
what...
you complaining about his weight?
I'm
How
just
dare you.
saying, because he's rattling around in all that metal armor, to make himself a little sneakier, and it actually is a thing if you aren't wearing heavy armor, don't have a disadvantage at stealth. Just saying.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna at least check out the front, see what kind of defenses we're expecting on the front end of it.
So, now, for your guys' particular movement, we're not in combat, but I want you guys to behave like so. So, if you're going to be moving quickly, obviously I want you to declare it, and remember, you do have your movement limitations.
Okay. Now let's see.
Oh, before I forget, Gary, did you, under settings, did you remember to turn on your compass? It's under the little other settings. It's above
Yeah,
creature grid.
okay, yeah, there it is. Bottom left corner. Got it.
So just remember, unlike everything else here, I'm just saying that I use the cardinal directions.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take myself hiding in the hiding in the trees. Check
Eat
and
some
see
damn
what I
chicken.
can see in the front of the building. Anyone got any complaints on that?
No.
So basically, like, what? I'm guessing I'll double move if that's the case.
Now,
Or is it,
because
like-
you're far enough away, I will let you run, which is essentially double move, so you can kind of quadruple move. Make sure you get your spacing right.
So what? How far would you want me to say? Could I say like right about here?
That'll work. Now, remember, these creatures do have passive perception, and if I'm trying to remember correctly, I don't know if gnolls have night vision or not. Yes, they do. So you best be watching yourselves.
Okay. Now, can I roll perception to see if I can see what's in front?
So, why don't you roll? Also, where's the goose?
The goose is staying behind. He's letting me know if in case something bad happens. Alright.
Go to D12.
Rolling.
The goose is not following your shit right now. He's just gonna tag along with you.
Yeah, I just hear honking of like Hank.
It's not even honking. It's just like the weird sound that goose make when they move. It's more of like a
Flop. Well, like
Flap.
pat, like pat, 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 pat.
well. It's not you're not going across hardwood floor, but it's just like goose sound, goose walk.
Hank, I thought I told you to stay behind.
Goose gives no shits.
All right, well, keep it quiet. Let's take a look out in front. All right, so making sure I have this. I'm just double checking on my stuff up Natural Explorer, which is I have favorite terrain. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for proficiency skills when you make a wisdom or intelligence check. Okay, so yeah, so double roll on perception. 17. That's a 20.
All right. So with a 20, you're peering through the forest, and you see what looks like a strange collection of creatures at the front of the fortress. Now, I don't know how much you can make out from here, but you can see lit braziers, but you also see amongst the taller, hairier creatures, little green goblins.
Goblins.
Now, why would there be goblins at a gnoll fortress, and why aren't they murdering one another?
Damn it.
Curious. That's Josh's turn.
Okay, so that's the end of my turn. So what are
Yes.
the other two? Are they gonna just sit down and
Well, I don't know. Let's see what they want to do.
I am considering options here.
I'll be right back.
How much beer do I have?
God. Well, this is off to a good start.
I am a dwarf. We don't sneak. I take things and I smash them, and then I smash them into smaller things, and then I throw the small things at people.
I'm checking things.
I'm gonna have to be careful with this group. If I drink a soda and you guys crack a joke, I'm gonna have that all over the place. That is not gonna be a good night.
So Dakota's using his head. Because there's that dastardly 60-foot bubble.
Yep, I know how dark vision works.
Go ahead.
I am going to move off towards the woods.
Are you gonna be holding Thunder Tinker's hands, helping him through the forest?
I have some ideas, but my kit isn't exactly quiet either. But I think I can pull some tricks.
You don't have disadvantage on stealth, do you?
No, I don't. But literally any of my abilities are loud. But I think that some of them could actually be used as a distraction.
That is the question. Do we even actually want to go loud at all? Or even distractions?
Oh, no, no, no. I can just, like, make flames change color and do weird shit.
I suppose I could do the same.
Literally.
They just say, look over here so you don't see me on the other side of the wall.
Create or destroy water.
Well, that's ranged, isn't it?
30 foot.
I guess you could technically use that to put out a torch, but you can see in the dark, so. I can swear in 5 languages.
He's certainly contemplating.
He's having deep thoughts right now.
Who is he?
He's you.
What the fuck are you doing?
I have at least moved.
Oh. Oh, you're expecting me to do things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright, pass. I'll figure something out. Where'd you go?
He can't see where he went.
I didn't pay attention to like half of this. I don't know why there's a person up front.
I am 30 feet away from you in the tree line.
Yeah, screw it. Over here. That sounds good.
You got a dwarf in the middle of the woods just looking left and right like, where the fuck did everybody go?
Listen, I have my beer because it's a stealth mission. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
That's basically what he did. He just sat cross-legged and then just pulled out a beer next to him and just started drinking. Well, I'm useless. Time to drink.
I'm not gonna. Hey, I'm making sure you're not gonna be useless. So just keep on your toes. 'Cause if you get shit-faced and you get the group killed, that's gonna be on you.
Listen, I play shit-faced every time. That is the standard.
You're drunk right now.
In real life or in game?
Yes.
You could say both.
Oh, I'm definitely not drunk in real life. It's unfortunate. Hair of the dog would probably help. Very unfortunate. Hold on. Damn it.
What you thinking now?
Alright, whatever. Just keep going. I got nothing I can do right now.
I get done with your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess it's back to me. I got what I needed for information at the front. I'm just gonna turn around and head back the same direction I went to go see where the others went.
Now, you sure you want to just leave right away? You don't want to get a little bit more information?
Do I want to know? I can basically see the two things I needed to know. The gnolls are interacting with the goblins. Which, the last time we've actually had to deal with goblins, it means the big man is here.
Well, did you also notice that that a couple of goblins were carrying something?
I noticed. That's it.
Did you want to figure out what it was?
Nope.
Alright.
Is it gold? Nope. Then it's not something of my concern. I'll deal with it later. As I'm going, I'm also calling towards
When I,
Hank. Come on, Hank.
All right. Go to D12.
D12 yeeted.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nope.
Hank?
Oh no!
Hank?
No! No!
Oh, oh God.
You wanted a strong familiar.
A strong familiar that would listen.
All right, listen. You can't have both.
No man can control a god.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
You brought this upon yourself.
All right. So the goose is just getting a better look. Now, telepathically, Josh, you try to summon your creature again, and from the goose's perspective, you see that bundled amongst the smelly little jerks is not one of them. Looks like a woman, bound and unconscious.
Hot.
Oh God, we're getting some the goblins are
Oh,
getting
boy.
horny. Should have known. That's why they tried to kill us. We weren't worthy
No, it's
enough
not
for
called
them.
an anime if it's like this.
No, it's gonna change into something much worse, isn't it?
So,
Yeah.
while the goose is going commando, Josh, what are you doing?
Crossbow with malicious intent.
I'll just inform the others.
So what
if I put
frogs into the crossbow?
If the goose-
Yell
if the
from there? Because, that's probably going to alert the guards.
No, I'm heading towards the other guys. I can see them now. As I'm walking, I can see the direction they're going now. I'm just going to the direction, just walking up and tapping on Shaira, and letting him know, like, hey, we got... Those aren't the only thing we got to deal with. We got goblins.
What's up?
We got
Missing any important-
goblins in the front now.
Shaira now? Yeah.
Shari? What is it? Sharai?
Shirai?
Ow! What's going on? I was grabbing a bowl. I'm sorry.
We got
God
gnomes and
damn
goblins.
druggies.
This is
Yes.
a lot more complicated. Also, the gooses went AWOL.
Don't know
So-
why you didn't expect that one yet, but
I expected this entirely, so.
He'll be fine.
yeah, he'll be fine. Doesn't mean the same for us.
Look, they'll probably just think it's a goose and we'll just walk away. We'll just let it be.
Yeah, it's a point.
Yeah, until they notice us, kill us all, and the goose runs away because it's a goose.
Well, no, we can at least let the goose be its thing. He can distract. He can just at least distract them. Let's just go. Let's just observe the backside. That might be a weak spot we can climb into the castle that way. I guess, was that my distance already? Yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn.
Yep. So, while you two are conveying that, let's see, somebody roll perception. Okay, so
Got it.
no one apparently notices the Knoll patrol that rounded the east side of the fort.
That's why I'm hiding in the woods.
Yep, that's why you're hiding. Guess we wouldn't notice because we can't actually see them.
All right, so what are you doing?
Keep using the forest as cover.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, whoever moved forward, give me a stealth check because you're getting close.
That would be me.
Now, this will be a stealth check.
4.
with an advantage, if you'd let me finish, so you get to roll another one. Pick the highest.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so as you're moving through the underbrush, you see lit torches kind of moving outside the wall. You peer through the branches, sneakily like, and you see a patrol. 4 gnolls, 2 armed with swords and shields, 2 kind of hanging back, carrying bows. Now, these gnolls, you notice from their demeanor, fairly laxed. They're just kind of lazily walking around, but you also notice that these are very scrawny-looking gnolls.
They must be getting... Scrawny, eh? So that's basically it. Are they hungry? Do we know
Well,
if
I
they're
mean,
actually salivating?
No, they just look weaker. And I mean, because of their body language, they're fairly lax, so it's inferred that they aren't aware of your presence. But that could very well change.
Oh, thank good.
I don't like these statements. I hate them, really.
Yeah, I hate them when you're in a stealth mission to not get caught. I'm just waiting for when all of a sudden it kicks off, the Metal Gear Solid music just goes off. Alright, so what are we thinking? Should we continue forth? Wait for these guys to pass? Maybe if we wait for these guys to pass, we might not get spotted at all and see what the backside looks like.
I mean, I can distract him if need be. Oh, fuck. That's rough.
Distract is definitely a word to go with.
Hold on. That's not the best.
Okay, so what do we have in our bag of holdings is the question.
I don't have one of those.
What do you have in your backpack?
Oh. I have a ring of shooting stars that can make lights appear.
Okay, that's one. As for me, in my
120
bag.
foot, I can make it look like torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs.
Let's see. In Shirai, what do you have?
My best thing is... I have thaumaturgy, which is nice, so I can amplify my voice, which I 100% wouldn't use. I can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color. I can create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of my choice within range, such as the rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. I also still have my teleport, which does not make noise, so that's fun.
Okay, the only other thing I have is the Horn of Silent Alarm. Which... Now, I wouldn't want to actually go and start attacking, because these guys we could easily screw that up.
No, we can't beat them all. Nope.
But we can, if we probably... Let's see. What does the horn do again? Looking for it. Here we go. When you use an action to blow it, one creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided that the creature is 600 feet of your horn and not deafened. No other creature hears sound coming from the horn. That is the question. Could we actually use the horn for a distraction? Or do you want to actually use the lights to see if that'll actually get the nulls in a different direction?
I mean, I would have to get closer to get them to go anyway, but towards us.
Right, but I mean, you could actually expend it to where it just show the light away from us, can't you?
Not in 120 feet. 120 feet basically puts the light on them, at best. I can hit...
You could do it at a different direction out in the woods.
That would draw them basically closer to our position. Maybe get them to run past, but also alert them in general.
Yeah, fair. I think we're fine for now.
I would
Let's
say
just-
wait and see if they pass.
Yep.
Alright, we'll take hide in the trees and wait.
All right.
So,
So, let's see. Hold on. So while you guys are figuring this out,
oh, he went to a different Discord. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. Stuffing my face with fried chicken.
Not hungover, so that's cool.
Is it because of the fried chicken?
No. Somehow I didn't get hungover from last night. What? Yes.
Hopefully the others can show up at some point.
Anyway, yes. I probably have a new job, so I'm waiting on that to happen.
Oh, what kind of job?
Still parts, just now hopefully making about 60K a year.
That's at least nice.
Yeah, like actually getting paid like I fucking deserve.
I mean, one would hope.
It was the easiest interview I've ever taken.
Oh,
The dude I did my first job with, he works there and said to the manager, like, they need people, and he tried to get me in. And basically I rolled up, and he just said, oh yeah, Mike speaks really highly of you. He looked at my resume. He's like, yeah, you have the experience, you seem to know what you're doing. Like, alright, cool, you're in. I was just like, okay. Like, did you have any questions for us? Was basically all it was. It was just, hey, fill out these forms. We will get back to you. How much time do you need before you can start? What do you want for pay?
I mean, that kind of just sounds like you got the job.
Pretty much. Like, I rolled up. I expected it to actually be like, why do you think you can do this? And no, it wasn't. It was just, All right, cool. When can you start?
Has a job ever
Now,
actually?
Josh,
Huh?
from the goose's perspective, you saw the goblins, stirring amongst themselves, and you saw one of the gnolls make a very threatening gesture at one of the goblins. However, the goblins, you'll notice that that little group of goblins is following a couple of gnolls, especially that bigger gnoll, into the castle, dragging that bundle behind them.
So they're moving in the castle now. I just whisper to the guys. Alright, we got movement in the front. The goose is telling me that a group of goblins are moving inside the fort now.
Bench. Goblins are moving in the fort with the bundle.
Okay.
And with that, Hank takes off.
And with that, Hank takes off. Because it is Hank, and you can't tell Hank what to do.
Because Hank don't give a fuck.
No,
Hank truly is a force of nature.
just a flap in the... Hank is right now just a flap in the night.
Hank is Darkwing Duck.
All right. So, what have you guys figured out in that little exchange?
What up, Hank?
Good question. I guess first off is we're probably going to have to go through a rescue mission along with a raid against the gnolls. It sounds like Justicar is going to have a field day when he hears that we got goblins in cahoots. So, I guess we'll just sit tight and see and just wait for whatever else is going to happen.
All right, so let's see. Gary, let's
Yo.
get you involved.
Okay.
Roll me a d12.
All right.
A d12 and a d4.
Do you know how to get your dice out?
Yep. Whoops. I need to go over here.
Just throw it wherever. It'll give you the numbers.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, soup. Okay, and what was the other number? Chapman. Okay. So... So, while you guys are standing around, that little gnoll patrol starts running the east side of the fort.
Okay.
Oh, what do you do?
I see Hank flying in the top, so I know that. Oh, now it's kind of question if they will spot the goose or not. How do you guys feel? Should we just wait for a minute, see if they'll just pass fully? Or we could just start creeping to actually get ourselves moving eastward.
Yes, let me roll for a chance to alert everyone.
I mean, if you want that, I have plenty of explosions.
Yeah, same. If you wanted to let them know where we were, I could do it way easier, but...
Could always, but we might actually take advantage if we try to actually get any alert. We could... I'm not quite sure what to do on this one. I'm willing to wait. Anyone else willing to wait for them to pass?
Oh, I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we'll
All right.
wait.
Gary, give me a d20.
Okay.
D4.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Wait a second, I dropped that. I
No,
dropped
no,
that.
no, no, no. This is fun. This is not a negative. I'm literally just using cardinal directions here.
Okay.
All right, everybody, roll a stealth check.
Fuck you.
Now, this is with advantage because you guys are hidden.
That's a 17.
All right, so okay, so everybody freezes. The knoll here. You can hear it getting closer,
No, stay away.
and it's just you can let's see. Dakota, roll perception.
Done.
All right. While you guys are holding absolutely still, you see one of the gnolls break off of the patrol to the tree line. Uh-oh. You can hear it walking through the underbrush. It doesn't seem very concerned about keeping its presence hidden, but you can hear it sniffing the air. It's almost like a chuffing noise as it's just kind of walking around. All right. Now, what are you guys going to do?
Is the goose willing to listen?
Well, the goose is flying around very high, so I doubt it's going to be able to listen. Now, because it is flying around, remember, you should be able to also tap into its sight. You're linked telepathic or some strange.
I'll go with it for now.
Alright, un momento.
What?
Just let them do a thing.
Just let them pass on by. They can't. If we don't move, they can't see us.
You say that now.
I've seen that scene and I know how it ends.
Yes, but that was with dinosaurs. These guys are even dumber, I'm sure of it.
Never underestimate your enemy, especially when there's like 90.
Our last run in with these bastards nearly killed us.
Looks like the DM is putting a lot of movements in right now. Definitely audible silence.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yep. So, just some stuff has elapsed.
Yep.
So, alright, so let's see. Everybody give me another stealth check with advantage. Because you haven't been detected yet. Right?
Best I got's 13.
All right. So the knoll starts getting closer. You can hear its chuffing. It's taking the air. Looking around. It begins to start walking in your direction when one of the other gnolls inside of the patrol notices it's gone and begins barking at it. Surprised, the gnoll turns around and slinks back to its mates. All right.
Start helping.
So what do you do?
I can't drink.
I would first off take at least a nice deep breath. Because I was holding my breath the entire time. And we'll just at least gesture that we can let's get moving. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Alright. We'll say move. What do you say? Just moving 30 feet in stealth or what?
Well, you guys rolled a good stealth check, but yeah, be careful. Don't move too quickly, because those things are still close, but you are hidden. So you don't want to make too much noise.
Okay. Just moved up a little bit.
Now, what do you want the goose to do? He's just currently goosing up
He's currently flying.
He's currently goosing at 30,000.
I mean, he's just goosing at 30,000 feet. He's not... Nothing bad has happened to him yet.
Right? Now, let's see. Gary, give me a D4 and a D12.
Okay, coming up. D4, D12.
Okay. And Josh, you give me a D4 and a D12. This is a much more fun one. Okay.
Thanks, I hate it.
The goose is going. The goose is going, is doing his thing.
Yep. So, Goose is currently flying. Now remember, you have that telepathic link.
What do I see with my goose eyes?
I don't know. What do you see with your goose eyes?
You tell me, what do I see?
Roll perception. Using the goose stat.
What is
What's
it?
the goose's perception?
It's an intense Call of Duty scene, except it's just a fucking goose.
It is.
Good. Great. Now I know that
It's
Macmillan dies either way.
Perception is like a... What is it? Dexterity or wisdom?
Wisdom.
No, it's a charisma check.
Is it?
Is it
Yeah,
now
whatever, I have
charisma?
+6 to it.
No, correct. Sorry, it's wisdom. Why did I got that confused with persuasion?
It would be a 9.
Got nothing on that one.
From what you can see from the goose's perspective, as he's honking, or just doing whatever it is goose do when they're in flight,
In the fridge.
you're getting a pretty good view of the fortress. Now you can only see things that are fairly close. Because does the goose have dark vision?
I think it does.
It's
Jack?
a goose, of course it does.
Let me check the stat. I got the big stats somewhere.
Goose of Chaos.
I know you've given it to me. I just have to find it all because there's so much. Here it is. Yep, Winston. Yep, he does have dark vision.
Oh, perfect. So actually, it's got a pretty good view. So as you can see from the goosey-eyed view, you can see the gnolls just kind of milling around inside their little fort. Now you notice that one of the more heavily defended positions is in the the northwest section. You can see that this is one of the newer rebuilt sections. You can see that the gnolls had taken captured weapons and particularly heavy crossbows, stuck them up on the walls while they're patrolling the walls themselves. And in the center, you see some sort of a gnoll overseer, just kind of keeping an eye, watching those up on the walls to make sure they aren't slacking off. Now, closer inside, on the northeast side, you notice, there's a small encampment. There's a bunch of gnolls sleeping. This must be their barracks. You notice about half a dozen gnolls just kind of zonked out in filthy little mats that they've made. Now, towards the east, towards the south side, you notice that there's an inner wall and what looks like a ramshackle bridge to some sort of little bailey.
Bailey? What's a
yes.
bailey?
It's the term motte and bailey. It's how they used to build castles. A motte was the outer defenses. A bailey was a much more fortified position on the top of a little hill.
Okay.
So you notice that, it's not just a fort. It looks like this used to be actually a fairly well-defended place.
Ah, yes. Of course.
Alright, so, remember, you guys are still trying to be quiet, so I don't know if you want to pass on this information.
I make sure I pass it on to them quietly. And I write it down.
Okay. Good. Alright, so what are you three doing while the goose is goosing the goose?
Now, should we actually, because the goose has given us quite a bit of information. I've written down in a map of the area, so that way we can actually use that when we do an assault. Can the goose from there also see any weak points we can get to? Like, other than the front entrance, this is another entrance we can go through.
Hang on a second. Alright, so at least from this position, not really. However, you notice that on the east side, there's a number of large holes in the wall. Can't tell if those were natural openings or if that's just because the place is falling apart, but it might be worth investigating.
And where is that? On the eastern wall, or what?
The eastern side of the wall, you just notice that there's several large openings, but you need to get a closer look to see if you can take advantage of that.
Alright, I inform that to them and say that. You let them know that we should probably investigate that eastern side of the wall. And of course, when this is all over, I'll make sure to stroke the goose.
Why would you do that to the goose?
First off,
Oh, God.
said so. Secondly,
Phrasing.
I think the goose deserves a pat.
Phrasing. We don't need a case of sexual goose harassment.
This is not for
This
is for thanking the goose. Look,
that sounds like a goosefemism.
A goosefemism. Would that be good enough for you, Ross?
Well, I don't know. Again, what you and the goose do in the privacy of your own goose and goose isn't none of my goose and goose. Anyway, moving things forward.
I will just tell them we should probably check out the eastern wall. So why don't we move? So how about we all move in that direction quietly? Anyone got anything against that?
Nope.
All right. Let's take the quiet approach.
Now, while you guys are sitting there trying to, you've been given that revelation. The patrol's moving off.
Yep, so we're slowly going to be in the clear. We're in the clearing, boys. Odin, let's go.
Hi, Bob.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, good for Bob's showing up.
Hi, Bob.
Alright.
Heyo!
You guys keep moving. Now, while you guys are maneuvering, I'm gonna fill Bob in.
Wait, as in, we're going to just keep on doing this same tactic?
Oh.
Personally, I just kind of set up over here-ish.
Yep, I'll set up over right next to you.
The problem I see with going around the back end.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly on top of the tree, apparently. Apparently that's where I'm...
You're going to climb.
Yeah, I guess. Apparently.
Dwarves can fly.
Apparently that's my life now.
That's the problem right there. I'm worried about that one lookout.
Fuck it.
I mean...
I'm with you guys in spirit. And by in spirit, I mean like 30 feet above you.
Drunken spirit, maybe.
Yes.
Dude, he's Murder Thunder Tankard. He is the drunk.
Yes.
Ha ha, dranky boy.
No, to actually put it into perspective, no, the goose is not a double agent. He's on his own team. Okay, if that... Or if we're going off the fact that the base he's 60 feet on there. I'm just trying to think if we actually want to wait for the DM to come back or what.
What's that?
I'm just wondering if we should wait.
Just vibing.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. So I just kind of gave Bob a... Why is he in the trees?
He's with us in spirit.
He got drunk.
We have dwarf Jesus. He has ascended.
Okay. So a lot has happened since I've been gone.
Yeah.
See if we can't get him on the goddamn ground.
I've figured out how to stealth now, and I no longer feel the need to move on the ground like a peasant.
He is so stealthy that gravity cannot see him.
Yes. That's what happens when you roll a nat 20 on a stealth check as a dwarf. Little known fact.
So, how are you gonna get Creve to come back? Because Josh, you notice from the Goosey's Goose and Goose that you see a figure marching through the forest.
What?
Might I suggest flare?
Oh. Got it. I pull out the horn of silent alarm.
Oh god.
And basically I put it, and I basically blow the horn towards Creve so that we know the direction of where we are.
Alright.
And also I just tell...
Does it work like that?
I mean, it basically, only you can hear the horn.
But I know what direction the horn's coming from.
All it says
You
is
hear it just like you would a normal horn.
Okay.
It's just that no one else can.
Yeah, all it says is I just blow it and one creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare.
Okay. So assumption would be that you'd be able to hear a horn in the distance and go, what the fuck was that?
Yes. And you know I have the horn, right?
Do I? I don't think our characters ever had that discussion, but
You remember you woke up Chris's character after the night of drinking just to piss him off?
Right,
that-
but he
was he with me for that?
Oh
yeah,
no!
you guys
I
had just come back from getting your.
No, I did.
That's what it
your-
was. Yeah, back when we were. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
I
that makes
did
sense.
use the horn in the morning. He has seen me carry it. He probably just saw me blow it and just
That
went,
tracks.
"What
That
the
tracks,
fuck
yeah.
was that?" It's like, "You'll see eventually." And now he hears. He's just like,
Walking in the woods and hear a random fucking horn. And, what the?
Now, keep in mind, because this is more of a fact-finding stealth mission, the idea for this is to gather as much information as possible without being detected. So might I suggest cough, cough, you're hiding your armor, cough.
Going to? Oh, you're talking to me?
Well, I'm just saying in general.
That's the question.
Well, I was just going to assume I was going to move in the direction I heard of the horn.
Right, no, you want to do that, but I'm just saying you don't want the squeaking of your armor to give your position away, because remember, the gnolls have night vision, you don't.
That's true. Yeah, but if I take my armor off, then I'm going to be walking through darkness,
Naked.
unprotected.
Well, you obviously will have
No,
your
you don't-
weapons with
you
you,
don't
so
have-
you're not going to be completely defenseless.
Oh yeah, no, just take it off. It's fine.
Oh, fine.
Does he not
Probably
have
won't die.
Does he actually not have anything underneath the armor? Does he wear nothing but the armor? He is a
Well,
Justicard.
he's Dragonborns. The Dragonborns aren't. Well, I can't imagine Dragonborns.
I mean, they believe in pants. I don't remember if Dragonborn are cold-blooded, so they kind of need to retain body heat.
No, they're warm-blooded because they're. Well, I guess mine would be warm-blooded because of the fire, but.
He can make his own fire. How about I as well head in the
How
direction?
do I handle that on D&D Beyond?
Just
You
just
unequip
click
your
the,
armor.
Yeah, just go into whatchamacallit and click armor.
Okay.
That way, no more disadvantage. You have to be careful, because Bob, I've warned them that if the fortress is fully alerted to your presence, it's a group wipe. You all will die.
Bold of you to say that.
Except for
Sounds
maybe
like
the
a
goose, because the
challenge?
goose is eternal.
The goose is eternal, and he doesn't give a shit. Look at the goose. He's flying above a patrol right now, and they're not even paying attention to him. Like some NPC in a stealth game. Just doesn't give a shit. How about I
Jesus
basically
Christ, okay.
how about I
Well, my
just-
armor class is now at 13, so let's do this.
How about I also tell, like, alright guys, the goose has actually let me know Kriv is here. I'm gonna actually regroup with him. You guys check out the east side, and I'll give him a play with catch-up of what we found out. Sounds good? I put up
Okay, yeah. So cast Fireball. Got it.
I missed most of that.
I just give him a thumbs up right now, and I'm just walking away to the other side. See if I can meet up with Kriv. Anyone gonna? Nothing else for anyone?
I'm just going to keep moving over here and stay in the tree line.
Got it.
I'm just going to store the chainmail in my backpack.
All right. So while you guys are figuring that out, where's Gary?
Here.
Next point.
Excuse me.
Classy.
Classic Murden.
Not my fault.
That is absolutely your fault. You had every opportunity to.
What? Every opportunity to what? Not burp? Not really. It just kind of happened.
You could have muted your mic.
Oh no!
This is him failing a stealth check IRL.
It just happened. You guys have... Alright, real talk. There are burps that you know are coming, and sometimes there are just little surprise burps that your body's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna let you know about this until it's way too
That
late.
was not a little surprise.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst part. For me, it's never a little one that's a surprise. It's never like, burp. It's always just like, cool, I am going to rattle the
No, there's
hells.
no way you couldn't feel that. That sounded like a burp, like, oh, something's coming up. I should probably, like, maybe look away or mute the mic. No,
Ah, I
it's
looked
just
away
like-
from the mic.
That did not sound like you went away from it. It sounded like you just put full force.
What that?
Yeah, it's that.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, something's good happening in the fortress.
Oh, is it time? It is time.
What time is it for you?
Beer pouring time.
You set up a time for that?
It is time.
I thought it was all the time for you.
Damn, this shit just is heady.
How's up?
Yesterday.
Okay. So, what has happened whilst we were gone?
A massive burp came from the forest,
Yes.
from our dwarf.
Well, did someone find Bob?
I was heading in his direction. Can I just go all the way to him?
Bob, roll a d12.
It's a D12.
D12. I'll allow it.
Alright, I just head all the way over to the edge of the forest and go, psst, psst, Kriv over here.
Where's your character?
Right there.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say. So I look at the base of the tree and go, "What the hell was saying those noises?" And I look up and I see.
Yeah, you just see, it's your elf friend over here. Quickly.
All right, where are we going? Where's everybody else?
I just give him the entire information of what I give him a map of the layout of the fortress. They got something captured, and also
Yep.
they got goblins.
Goblins
Okay,
as in
so-
hostages or goblins as in helpers?
So let me fill him in. So you show up. What you found is that there's some sort of weird negotiations going on where the Knolls were approached by a band of goblins. Now, one of them seemed visibly familiar, although Josh was too far away to get a real good gauge.
Well, shit.
But the goose, being the goose, was able to get a much closer look, and you find that the goblins were dragging a bundle. The bundle was moving, and it looked like it was a person.
Lovely.
So we got.
So they were
got a
dragged
hostage
into the
situation.
fortress. Now, from what you learned from the fortress, this is an old fort. It's essentially an old Mott and Bailey design where there's a big fort and then a much tougher Bailey offset. Now, the north. Do you have your compass, Bob?
How do I?
Bottom left.
Under. Yeah, in the bottom left. Do you not see a compass?
I got you. I
Yep.
got it.
So in the northwest section, is a newer, kept-up section of the fortress. The gnolls have made this very heavily defended. There's a lot of emplaced weapons, heavy crossbows and so forth, with gnolls patrolling the walls and an overseer keeping an eye on the ones up on the palisade or up on the parapet. On the northeast is what looks like a barracks. There's about a half a dozen gnolls sleeping, surrounded by filthy, matted, what look like beds. To the north and west sides, any openings that aren't actively being patrolled are blocked by very large spike traps. However, east side seems to be fairly dilapidated. There's large holes in the east wall. Now, in the southwest section, in the south section of the fort, there's a second interior wall that leads to the bailey, which is being patrolled not by very many gnolls, but there's still a couple. Now, the goose couldn't get a clear view inside of the bailey, but it's very well lit, and it could see a number of figures moving against you could see its silhouettes moving against the fires.
Gotcha.
So that's the setup right now. We went to the east side to go check out if there's any holes in there. Maybe a weak spot, something we can get around the place.
So we currently all stationed at the east side?
You can use this opportunity now to rejoin with the rest of them. Bob, give me a stealth roll with advantage.
Okay. Point of contention, did I actually get back to town for help or no?
You did get, that's what you're going to tell me. Now, you did get the fisherman. Now, it's a full day after the events of last night. Check. Yeah, no, you're stealthy, so you guys managed to regroup with the other two.
Awesome.
Now, hang on a second. And...
Why is it always... There we go.
Well, you're gone. I'll be right back.
Ah, yes, and the other one at least chatting to each other. I'm kind of surprised how useful the goose has been.
I've been trying to make a UAV pun this entire session, but I haven't come up with anything.
Unmanned aerial goose? I mean, he is a scout, is what he's doing.
Okay. I'm back.
Yep, just waiting on Bob and Russ.
Okay.
Okay. Now, while we're waiting, you got any puns for a drone goose? Because apparently Dakota is definitely trying to look for one.
So it's a spruce goose.
A spruce goose.
All right.
Okay, so in the day that I was away, guys, apparently I was able to get a hold of the mayor, but I was unable to get a hold of any of my actual guards, and the mayor told me that he would send help. Assuredly send help. Possibly send help. I believe him, but he may send help.
May.
He assured me in his great mayor way that he was going to send help.
What is the on what percentage are you going with a May scent hole?
I'm just saying,
50,
from
50.
my perspective as a Judiciarsar, this guy seems on the up and up.
So he sounds fairly reliable, I'd say.
For the DM's sake.
But from my own character's perspective, I did not get a chance to speak to my own guards myself, so the rate in which information passes through the town may or may not take a little bit longer to muster. So we may be looking at, we're going to be here a couple days if you want to scout it out. We may be here a little bit longer than a couple days. You never know.
Alright. So we're just gonna... So what, you want to actually scout out this area, then actually go...
I'm just saying we should probably have the most information possible we could have for any potential attack we're going to do on this place.
Okay.
I.e., we should probably send somebody in to see what the inside actually looks like.
Well, the goose is on the prowl right now.
Okay.
We can have him take a flyover of the middle of the fortress.
Well, you said the back end was dilapidated, correct?
Yeah, the goose
What's the layer of, like, is there a single guard over there, or is there a couple guards over there?
What do you say? Did I actually see just a single guard?
Because
Like, how well guarded does the east side look?
the east side, at least, it didn't look like it was heavily patrolled. However, from the goose's perspective and how dark it is, even though the goose has dark vision, it's still limited. The goose could easily see big openings in the wall. Now, of course, the goose needs to might need to get a little closer in order to determine how many are moving about, because the goose could only really make things out of the distance, things that were backlit by lights.
The goose does not have dark vision?
The goose does have a dark vision, but 60 feet, remember?
Okay.
Yeah, how dare you question the goose, Bob?
Couldn't recall. Sorry.
It's just
I can't
like...
go by the, paper stats because you guys changed it.
I had to nerf it.
It was very powerful. It was a very powerful goose.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm sure it will be again one day.
We'll see. But I could actually, since he's in the air, and they haven't paid attention, I can actually have him do like a flyby around, like fly over top of the fortress, get a downward view.
All right. So, Gary and Josh, give me a D4 and a D12. See what tickles my fancy.
Alright.
Tickles his fancy, he says.
Let's see, what a 3 and a... Alright, that'll work. So, let's see. Josh, can you move the goose? Move it south.
Okay, how far you want me to move south?
How fast can it fly?
I think it's about, what is it, 60?
Alright, well then, yeah, move it to the middle of the fort.
Yep, let me double... Want to be sure. Yep, 60 feet on flight.
And give me a stealth check as well. It's not really so much a stealth check as an incognito. And this is with advantage.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The goose is just goosing over the goosey goose. Swan. Anyway, now while the goose is moving over, can you still see through its goosey eyes?
Yes, I'm just like having one hand over my eye, seeing it through that.
Okay, so you see as you're flying over that one of the gnolls is guiding the goblins through the inner palisade. The bundle is still being dragged in between them, but you see that the bigger gnolls that were flanking the big gnoll are acting almost as a weird honor guard. This doesn't make sense because this doesn't seem like gnollish behavior. But then again, these creatures are always somewhat surprising.
Okay.
Never underestimate their stupidity.
Alright, I'm just relaying this all to the others.
And as you see overhead, the inner palisade is defended, but it's fairly light. You only can see maybe 3 archers. Give me a perception, Josh.
Okay.
You can only really tell that there's 3 gnolls. You can't really tell what they're standing like. Are they alert? Are they not alert? Are they, what's going on with them? You can only really kind of count 3.
Got it. I just relay this to the others. So, Kenny, what about the wall on the east side? Can you at least see that?
Perception again?
Perception towards wall. 10.
Yeah, okay, so 10's, that'll do. So in the center east wall, right below the parapet, where Noel is kind of watching, there's a big stinking hole in the wall. Now, that could be a point of ingress. However, with the Noel sitting there watching it, it could be a problem. Now, inside the inner wall, there's another opening, which looks like it could have been an old window. But inside of that inner wall, you see what looks like a holding cell.
Okay. I'm writing this down on the map. I'm just letting the guys know about this stuff. So we got at least two points of entry.
Now there's a third one, but that's right into the
barracks.
The Knoll barracks, yeah. And I don't know if you want to be, there.
All right. So we got a lot of scouting out of the way. Do we want to continue on this, or we want to actually egress out and wait for the cavalry?
Well,
I mean,
remember there is that bundle.
See how many gnolls there are.
I counted, didn't I?
Did you?
I've been using the goose to at least count that there's several gnolls guarding the backside of it. They're heavily defended at the front of the fortress.
Yeah, but didn't he say something about goblins? Did we see what the goblins were doing?
They are basically heading to the very south end of it, over to that main building.
Did he happen to see if they were dragging that thing with them?
They are dragging something. Don't know what. Or why.
It might be a person. We might need to go help somebody. Unless it's something you guys said it was a body, right? It was a wriggling body?
It's a live person, but do we really want to actually do this now?
I don't think we're going to have a choice, because they're going to eat him otherwise.
Hey, we don't know that. They're probably not cannibals.
We have evidence that they are.
We literally just passed their last castle. They had something.
Well,
it's kind of a question of, do they die? Do we all die? Does no one die? Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. We all don't have to go in together. We can do a strike team. A couple stay outside, a couple stay inside. So if need be, we can do a distraction outside.
Immediately votes on the outside. Well, all right. I have the map. What do you want? What do you want to do, Justicar?
Did we happen to see where that body was being taken?
Now, from what the goose could tell, it's being dragged inside the inner wall. Now, you don't know if it's going to be dragged into the bailey, or is it going to be thrown in the dungeon. But, but the goose could easily tell that something is alive, because even though the goblins are dragging it, you could see the goblin, or the goose could see it moving.
Okay. How about, if you want to, we can move over to one of the windows. I bet you if they actually go, if they go to if they take him to that brig, we could definitely actually go in there. I got some rope.
All right, I'm gonna
Get us
go
climbing
ahead
over
and
there,
I'm gonna get as close as I can to this without getting. How far? Which in the tree line, DM, would you say is where it starts to get really light to like where you can see the tree line, or just dense forest all the way up to the tree line?
I'd say up into the edge of the tree line because again, this is an old forest that's not very well maintained. So there's, a lot of scrub.
There's cover basically everywhere until you get to the fort.
Yeah, until you get to the edge, because at least the gnolls have enough sense to push some of the forest back. But obviously, they're not military engineers, so they don't know that you need wide fields of fire.
Okay.
They're gnolls, but that doesn't mean that they're not stupid.
They're being clever, but they're not that smart.
I'm going to go. If whoever wants to come with me this way. We're going to go to that wall. We're going to stick to that wall and see if we can peer in some of these windows. Whoever wants to stay outside, be prepared to do something loud and obnoxious to distract attention.
I would say Shirai and Thunder Tanker, they're very loud as they are.
I can do shiny, they can do loud.
If anything, I would say but be also prepared that you throw it at a distance, so it's not right on top of you guys when you do it.
Oh yeah, no, I got 120 feet for shinies.
Alright.
Now, should we have him move to a different location, or just be nearby?
I mean, that's up to them. Really, it's up to them if they feel more comfortable moving around or not.
Right, and also, how would you communicate? Because you have the horn of the thing.
That was what I was going to say. Is that attunement? Is that attunement?
What, the horn?
The horn, it's attuned to him, but he can pick his targets. Now remember, it has 4 charges per day.
How many charges have you used already?
I used one to get your attention, so we got 3.
So either A, you're going to have to come with me, no matter what, because I'm going up against this wall. So that means whenever you guys hear his horn, whichever one of you hears it, tell the other one, and then you make your noise as loud as you can.
Is the horn just make noise?
The horn just...
No, the horn is just going to be the cue.
Yeah, the cue to the distraction, so yeah, basically make noise,
yes. So the only thing we're using the horn for is we need distraction.
Extraction, yeah, exactly that. Horn is immediately distraction only.
I mean, it's either that, or the goose is basically right in the middle. He can be he can also be a distraction, or as well, just get your attention that something's going on.
If you'd rather just can you see through the goose's eyes?
Yes.
You just want to send a goose with me, you guys hang back?
I mean, which one would you want? The goose actually being there, or having someone who has a +7 in stealth?
But if you're an archer, though, so we'd rather actually have you in the tree line protecting me than actually have you against the wall with me.
How about this? How about I basically stay in the tree line next to the entrance, and I just cover your exit?
That's fine. That's exactly what I mean. But if you keep the goose with me, you'll be able to see. So if I need a distraction, you can use the horn.
Sure.
So the goose goes with me.
Yeah, the goose is...
I can't believe I'm saying this, but the goose is going with me.
The goose is coming with you.
This is a temporary truce, you son of a bitch.
Look, I'll just tell him. I'll just make sure the goose has that information on the plan, but whatever happens, the goose is basically... It's down to the goose if he wants to help or not.
I'm just going to tell you guys right now, if the goose turns on us, I'm not going to hesitate to kill him. If he joins this side, I'm going to tell you right now, if he joins these gnolls, all over.
Can you kill the goose?
I don't know, but I'll go down crying.
Do you say trying or crying?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Glad we're on the same page.
Alright, you guys just take a position that you feel comfortable with, or stay here. Just to help cover our exit. I'll go with him. We'll head up, I guess me and the Dragonborn are going to the entrance of the window. That'll be our move.
I'm going to... can you guys see when I do this?
Yes.
I'm going to this window right here first. I was going to sneak directly from this tree line to here, trying to keep a version from this guy.
I mean, do you want to go to this window? Because this is the window where the prison is.
Well, I was going to sling across the wall just to make sure I'm out of the eyesight of this guy here. Because I figured if I drawn across the wall at any point in time where he's well, I guess it depends on which way he's looking.
He's probably not looking. He's probably not looking towards the other building over here.
You know,
I mean, he's prepared. So you-
I can.
That's fine. All right, no, that's fine. We'll do that then.
So
All right.
I guess we'll
So
take
where's
up.
my guy?
I guess we'll say we'll take up positions. DM, you got anything on that?
No, I mean, so far it sounds like you guys have a plan, so I'm just waiting. So, are you going to? Can you recall the goose?
I don't know. How do you feel?
Gary, D20.
Okay, D20 coming up.
I call.
Somehow I'm in a tree.
Yeah, you could tell.
I'll allow it. The goose isn't going to be that willful right now.
He's just okay. We at least
Question:
have-
How violent do we want this distraction?
Violence.
Like, I can do
You're
I can do
basically-
4 small lights, or I can do a ball of lightning.
So you're as distractions go. When all you're the
It has
you're
to
the
be
people
something
who's.
more.
I mean, do we want them to be when the shit hits the fan? They're the big distraction.
Okay, no, actually, let's put it this way. As long as it's not something that's going to limit you from hitting them harder in case we do need to fight, like if it's like a smaller spell, like say a cantrip, I wouldn't go bigger than a cantrip for this. I wouldn't burn a spell slot, basically.
Okay.
So
If you have something that can do that, fine, great. But at the same time, it needs to be more louder than, oh no, there's an actual intruder here. Oh no, there's a thunderbolt. So I don't know. That's not going to be my judgment on this point.
we have fairy fire.
Josh, why don't you recover
I can do
the
fairy
goose?
fire, but fairy fire doesn't really do anything to help.
Like Thaumaturgy would be a good spell if you guys have it.
The
But
goose.
don't know if
I
it's-
do.
Maybe Thaumaturgy combined with something like lights based. I don't know.
Ah, yes,
What do I
thank you.
have? That's a good question. What do I have? I have nothing useful. Never mind.
All right. So again, hold on.
I'm guessing-
Well, again, you guys keep planning it out. I'm gonna continue with Gary's bit.
Before-
Yeah, has
very
time
much-
at least elapsed? I'm guessing time at least elapsed.
I'm
for
going
these
to
guys.
before I leave the three of them, before I leave the group, I'm going to bless myself. Who's the distraction? If push comes to shove.
So those two are going to be the big distraction. I mean, would you want to use the goose as a distraction? He would be considered harmless to them.
I would, yeah, but at the same time, he just wouldn't be a distraction as in food. I mean, he could be the backup distraction, because I get the feeling he's not going to be okay with being a distraction, if you catch my drift. If they're rolling for, if he has to roll for if he feels like doing it or not. He's not really reliable.
No, he's never been.
So, arguably, I would rather it go to somebody who's going to actually be able to willfully know what they're doing and, do some kind of actual spell that they're aware of they're doing. Like, who's going to very much go, yeah, no, I'm 100% going to do this.
I'm just trying to actually think out
All
what.
right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bless myself, Valmar, and Shirai.
Okay.
So I'll kind of cast
that's-
bless on the three of us. What
So
that
what-
does is, it's a concentration up to a minute. Well, it's up to a minute. Shit, that's not going to work.
I mean, you could at least give yourself. What is that? There's another ability. You just pat yourself on the back.
It's guidance. Yeah, I'm not going to cast bless because it's too short. Because by the time, even before we even get to the window, it's going to pass. It's going to fail. All right. I'm just gonna cast guidance on myself before I walk out of the forest. But then again, the DM's not here to hear that, so
What is that?
okay, no idea what's going on there.
The DM is definitely trying to actually do something with this guy. Let's see, that's 10 feet to that window.
It looks like. Actually, it's more because he's not actually doing all the way down. It's
I'm
fast.
just
Yeah, it's actually
gauging how tall that window is. Because I at least have a couple of spells that I could... Because I have Fog Cloud, which can basically creates a fog, a 20-foot radius
that would
fog.
hide us.
And then the...
And it can be like a fog bank coming out of the forest. Can it... Does it... How big of a radius is it?
20 feet.
Okay. In that case, then what I want to say is probably the second we get to the edge of the forest, cast it. So it's like the forest, like a mist is coming out of the forest.
Yeah,
that will help cover us get to the will cover me to the window.
And the other thing I could also do is give you jump, which I can touch a creature and the creature's jump distance is tripled.
Oh god, yeah, do that then, Jesus.
So you could just make a leap towards the window.
Yeah.
Now you'll be able to at least make that jump, and if we need, and you should be in the cover of the mist.
Your stuff was going on. Now, I see that you guys have gotten in position. What about where the other two Yutzes?
They're back by where we left them.
Not gonna move. Okay.
They don't.
I mean, it's up to them if they're gonna move or not.
Well, it's up to them.
They decided they want to be right there.
No, I'm going to move.
All right. Well, while they're doing that, was it the excursion party? Give me perception checks.
Okay.
I got double perception.
Yeah, my perception's a -1.
Why does it always make me as Hank? That should be an 18 on my end.
That's a 13.
Okay. So, at least with Creeve's roll, he sees that the knoll up on the wall, for some reason, turned around and climbed off. Curious. But as you're getting closer, you can see in the pale moonlight that by that opening where the window is, a large vine growing. There's actually a large bundle of vines coming from there.
Cool.
So now with your roll of an 18, Josh, you heard the distinct sound of metal on metal, so the squealing of what sounded like a dungeon door.
All right, it sounds like our hostage is in there. And
all right. In that case, we have to enact the plan then.
All right. So, to do some helping on this point, I activate Fog Cloud, which will basically just create a fog around 20 feet around us.
They do it at the edge of the forest.
Yeah, like the edge of the forest, so it blocks. So now...
So 20 feet from the edge of the forest out. Yep. A little bit. It was like mist rolling out of the forest.
Yeah, so it covers his movement as he heads towards it.
Now, again, Reeve, you'll get a stealth check with advantage.
And also, I also give him a touch and give him jump, so he triples his jump distance.
At the same time, I grab my holy symbol, press it to my chest, and I say a prayer to Tiamat, and I cast guidance on myself.
Right.
So I can add a D4.
So, okay, and what about you guys? Operation. Let's see. So let's see. The distraction team. Where did you guys end up?
By the corner, east or northeast corner. More east than north.
Turn it up or down.
Well, while you're doing that, let me just move the patrol.
The patrol that we can't see at the moment.
All right. So
Love you, Jim.
How far is your jump
Hmm?
jump speed anyway? Like, what does it say? What does it say that?
Sure.
What?
I'm not too sure.
I'm looking.
I'm just like reading for, because it says in walking, a long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. If you make a long,
It's a
if you do a
DC
stand,
strength check or athletics check.
Yeah, it sounds like an athletics check.
Depending
Right.
upon jumping. Strength determines how far you can jump. A long jump, make a long jump, you cover a number of feet to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, when you make a standing long jump, you can only leap half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs you a foot of movement. So basically, whatever I move in terms of when I just cost my jump, it's actually half the movement, but it still costs that full movement.
there's
On a
also,
long jump,
there's also the high jump. When
which
you
is
make,
number of feet up to 3 plus your strength modifier.
So I guess in your
What is my
case,
strength modifier?
so strength modifier would be the plus. So
The plus
Cree
3.
would get a 3 plus 3.
Yeah.
So it's a 6-foot high jump standing. That's pretty fucking good.
yeah, and he
He
also,
triples that, so you can jump 18 feet. Fuck.
yeah,
Yep.
and the window is about 10 or 12.
Yep.
So he can just make one jump into the window if he makes a run up.
Now, so how are you guys going to execute this? Are you going to sneak up first or what?
I was going to sneak up to the where the leaves are and just jump my ass straight up, like just do a vertical leap.
All right. Well, here, why don't you try for that? But when you get to the wall, give me a perception check.
You
Gary, I
roll
want you to
stealth
roll a
first?
d20.
Okay. D20. Ooh. Ouch.
Okay, that's not the worst. So what's going to happen for that? Oh. Okay.
I always go when the DM says, "Oh."
Don't you just love it when the DM does that to you?
So
Oh.
Oh, that's always worse than, oh, that's not good.
Oh. It's like,
are you
what-
going?
So
Are
I
you
casted,
so?
so I casted fog. So it's
Okay.
basically like, looks like a rolling fog coming in from the forest to that whoever's actually looking out this way. And then I
casted
basically,
guidance.
Now, before you move, give me your stealth check with advantage.
That D4 helps so much. Oh, it doesn't matter.
that's a
That's a
Oh yeah, you are a
21.
sneaky. You are a fart in a breeze.
the fart's the fog. Yes.
So you move up to the base of the wall. Now, perception.
All right, I want it. Oh shit! Fuck. I want it
No.
known the entire time. I'm going.
Dun dun.
Don't
pull a
dun,
Peter
dun,
Griffin.
Dun 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 dun.
No, Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
God.
Well, that's not good. That's a 2.
Okay. So, Gary, give me another d20.
Okay.
There was indeed an attempt.
May the dice gods
can't-
be with you.
You can't say he didn't try.
Okay, now hold it. Now, while you're sitting there, see what's happened. So, you know what? Let's make this fun. Who do I want to ruin? Whose day do I want to ruin?
The goose.
Josh?
What's that? Roll a d4?
No. I'm feeling D8.
D8?
A D8.
Oh, no, Josh is the one rolling it. I thought you were about to yell at Josh.
Oh ho!
I hate
So,
it.
while you're up against the wall, you hear a loud thunk.
Okay.
Now, from that loud thunk, you hear giggling, and you hear a growl.
Giggling, then a growl.
Hang on.
Are they fucking?
I am now concerned.
Look, you're not a part of this
Oh,
one.
no.
I'm just...
They don't know we're here. They might be having a good time.
They
No,
might-
that sounds like it was a bonk. Someone's going to horny jail.
It could, I mean, exactly.
So now, Josh, roll perception.
Hopefully this will work since I got double. I at least have advantage on this.
Okay.
That's a 15.
Now, from your perspective, you see, you heard the loud tonk, but it came from up on the parapet. But Reeve heard giggling on the ground floor, and you see the knoll that was up. Whoop! Didn't mean to knock him off. Up on the wall, come around and start barking down into the dungeon holding cell. The other knoll is just like, what is this? Turns around.
Oh, no.
Apparently, one of the goblins didn't take kindly to that knoll, having pushed him around, so he decided to throw a rock at him and have fun with it. Now, the knoll up on top is obviously not very happy, and of course, everyone's attention is located right into the middle of the dungeon.
They're gonna see him. They're gonna see him if he actually makes that jump, aren't they?
So, let's see, what's gonna happen here? What's the knoll gonna do? Uh-oh. So the knoll looks around, finds the rock that hit him, and throws it back at the goblin, hitting the goblin in the leg. Now, this particular goblin is not too happy about that. So he sits there and you just hear angry goblin noises. I don't know what that would be like. So while this is going on, the knoll up on the other knoll up on the parapet, you hear what sounds like a crude form of laughing.
Okay, first of all, that's not what I meant.
Oh, if it's you said it's the knoll, right? It's laughing.
The other knoll, because
Okay,
he's
so
just
Ed from Lion King.
Yeah, exactly. So while that's going on, the other goblin comes up, shoves his way past the laughing knoll. The laughing knoll doesn't take kindly to that, and the knoll that threw the rock sees this other one coming at him, takes a swing. Let's see what happens. Knocks the goblin off the wall. Now, of course, this doesn't take kindly because, again, you just hear a squeal and a thunk.
We got rough
And
housing.
of course, yep. And then, of course, there are two gnolls patrolling outside the wall. The goblin down in the hole. Of course, while this one's standing there laughing, this goblin runs up, shoves this asshole off, and then tackles this one over the wall. The next thing you know, you have a swirling brawl. Green flesh and fuzzy fur. You just hear noises. Now, of course, this hullabaloo is happening right by the barracks.
Oh god, they're waking everybody up. We better make the... I'm just basically referencing to Creve, like, better hurry this up.
Alright, so at this... Let's see, what's going to happen here? Oh, okay, I'll go with that first roll. Okay, so with all that going on, this is what happened. So, Creve, do your thing.
Climb over the window. In the most perfect timing of it all.
Now, give me a stealth check, because remember, there are others in here.
Stealth or perception check?
It would be a stealth.
That's an 11.
Okay, now give me a perception.
Because I figure I would stop at the window and look in before I actually stealthed in, but that's a 14.
Okay, good. So, with all that hullabaloo going on, you hear the loud gate open, and a couple of the goblins dart out, whereas a couple of the goblins run this way. So, what do you see? Now, Gary, this is where you come in.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Well, first things first, I'm going to cast Mage Hand to loosen my bindings.
Okay.
So do I need to do a roll?
Now, how does Mage Hand work? This is a
Oh,
good
okay.
question.
It's instantaneous, it says.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't need
So you're
anything like verbal or anything like that.
Not for Mage Hand, not really.
Okay, and then obviously I'm going to stand up, check myself,
Actually, let me double check that.
check myself over, and unfurl my wings to make sure that they're not broken or damaged.
Now, how do you react, Bob?
I'm assuming that. Do I see the cage?
Yeah, you see something moving, and it's like, oh, it's a person-sized thing. Wings.
Another goose! Ha!
another goose.
So what you thought was like, oh, it's a person. Why does it have wings?
I think he explained his explanation. He freaked out that he saw another goose.
Now, he did roll a pretty good stealth check, so, I mean, he's not going to scream, but it's going to be like a...
Okay, I say it, but I immediately slap my hands over my mouth, and I guess I'm going to cautiously walk towards the door to see what the hell's going on here.
Are you basically going to at least go, hey, we're here to rescue you?
I'll just look over and just walk, because I have no idea what the hell this is. Do I get to see any, if I walk closer, do I see any other details, or do I have to roll another perception check, or?
Well, I mean,
because it's dark, there's no light. I mean, Aries' character can see you.
Wait, if there's no dark or light, how do I see the wings unfold?
Well, you see a shape, so it's like, oh, it's a person, and that shape got bigger.
with wings. That's why he thought it was a goose. All he sees is a silhouette.
Yeah.
So, give me a perception. Let's see if you can...
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
17?
So, you can make out that it is a humanoid, but with wings.
I'm going to walk up to the door. I'm going to lean in and go, are you a giant ghost? Or goose?
Gary?
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was my turn. I was waiting patiently.
yeah.
No, this is an interaction between you two.
He's asked you a question.
Okay. Well, she's staring. She's distracted with her wings. She's staring away. When you speak up to her, she turns around with a jump, which I will try to perform. There you go. And her wings immediately fold back into her, and she looks straight at you. And she, her mouth opens, and she starts talking. Sorry, I'm dealing with something.
Take your time.
She opens her mouth and begins talking. You hear the words coming out of her mouth, but they don't make any sense to you. I've never really done this, so give me a second.
Are you saying you're speaking in a different, something other than common?
Different tongue, yeah.
Yes. She starts speaking. It's just gobbledygook and
It's
stuff.
not Elvish or Orc, right?
Right. No.
Okay, I got you. It's very weird, high pitchy kind of like.
Actually, here's the
almost...
question: can he understand what the language is? Can he know that? Does he know what the language would be?
This would be an intellect check, but again, let's play out.
Okay.
Well, that's all I got because I figured there would be a roll for an intellect check.
All right.
Well, even if he understood what it was, he doesn't understand it.
Yeah, I'm, at this point also, I'm just gonna be like hand waving, like trying to like do like the quiet, like the pushing my finger over my mouth, like just
Okay.
like pushing like.
She looks at you kind of strange as she examines you.
I mean, you don't have to do it third person. You could at least say like you're looking at her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little out of practice from doing D&D.
It's
Did it
Okay.
a completely different way than this, but anyway. Where was I?
You're looking at him.
Thank you. I look at him, and I examine what he is because I have no clue whatsoever. But I noticed the big. I assume his whole. My tongue. I assume he's got a weapon.
Well, I don't know.
You actually see you see a giant shield on the back, but you also see sticking out behind it is a giant double-bladed halberd.
Double-bladed halberd. Okay. I guess
basically like a giant axe, but just with flavor.
Okay. Well, she sees the giant axe and she's very hesitant and actually backs up into the corner.
Now, just so you're aware, that metal thing I put in there is a serving tray, so have fun with that.
There you go. Alright, what's next? What's next? You got anything on your bowl, Kriv?
I was going to examine the door, see if it was locked or unlocked still.
All right.
Well, then roll I guess this would be an investigation. Or no, perception, because again, you don't have to investigate.
No, investigation would be accurate. You're not wrong there. Because I'm technically investigating.
He knows it's a door, but is it locked?
That's a solid.
You try to open it, but you can feel it.
How do your work?
You try to open it, but it's locked. You can feel the resistance of the metal.
All right.
Now
I'm going to do the international hand motion for stay put and stay down, and then back up from the door and see if I can see any keys in the area.
I mean, he did roll a good perception. Did he actually notice a key?
Unfortunately, this is an old dungeon, so there's just old, rusty, chains hanging from walls, collars and things that would attach. People would attach to. Huh?
I don't have dark vision. Is this extremely dark in here?
It is dark. There's no natural light, but it's lit by moonlight.
I'm gonna have to fumble. All right.
Now, while this is going on, Josh, what's the goose doing? Because we don't know what's going on inside the fort.
I'm guessing. I mean, the goose actually decided to roll up to me, and I guess he got it. Did he get him? He's just sitting there, as far as I can tell, impatiently.
Chris?
Nah.
Okay. Give me a D20. We're going to determine what if the goose is going to behave.
Oh, fuck, I hope not. Damn it.
The goose is not behaving.
Oh, yeah.
So, Josh, what do you want it to do?
He's just gonna actually go see what the hell's going on, because he's tired of waiting. He's just gonna actually make his flap over, other way over to Kriv, and just waddle his way over there.
Alright, so...
Nice little honk.
Beep. Of course, does Kriv notice the beep?
Well, I'm sure he probably recognizes a goose at this point and probably got angry for all I know. Just a nice little honk his way.
Alright, so Bob, what do you do? Suddenly goose.
Bob is really thinking right now.
I'm sorry, what?
The goose appeared by you. Got you.
God. The goose got my attention, or the goose just appeared by me?
The goose just went honk in your direction. Look, I can't control the goose. He just does this.
Okay, alright. All roleplay aside, this...
What's the matter? You don't like Goose being here?
Exactly that. So DM, as putting attention, Kriv, that's just an immediate jump scare shock to him in game. So what would I do? Because I know for a fact if this was supposed to be in game, Kriv probably would go real quick, literally loud, scream if he heard the goose out of nowhere just honk at him.
Well, yeah, that would be it. So give me a stealth check with a disadvantage.
Oh God. I still have bless though.
Yes.
For guidance, I should say.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You passed. So
12.
yeah, you passed. You freaked out a little bit, but it's just like Goose. Just Goose. What?
Okay, so now is it my turn, or are we still doing those two? I'm just trying
Those
to.
two are definitely doing a thing. Now here.
Oh, yeah,
let me
while
actually
those
check.
two are interacting, Gary, what are you doing?
Well, while those two are interacting, I'm going to immediately move towards the door, placing my hand on the locked side of the door. I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Firebolt, hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10
Yeah.
fire damage. Flammable object, it's hit by the spell, it ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
All right.
You
Well,
just blown the door open.
well, hold on. Let's see how this works. See if you can hit it.
All right.
So it's what's your spell hit?
What is that under?
It should be under spells.
His
It's a
hit
plus
is
5.
Yep,
Firebolt,
it's a
so
plus
basically
5.
just has
Yeah.
to roll.
So +5 with advantage because you're standing right next to it. It's not like it's trying to get away.
Right.
So 2d20s. Pick the highest.
What would the spell do? I guess I'm not sure. Does a lock have armor?
No, but okay, yeah. So
I think
that's
it does. But don't know that.
yeah. No, that's gonna hit it. And because it's an old lock, roll d10.
Okay.
Oh God, it is a D10.
Okay. And give me a stealth check.
Stealth check coming up. Give me 1 minute. Gotta switch.
My god.
Stealth check is +1.
Well, give me a d20 plus. So what's
Just
your stealth
roll.
roll?
Just roll the dice.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah, roll them bones.
Dice gods be with me.
Oh yeah.
This
So-
is good.
Okay. While those two are interacting, Gary's character, Lilith, just puts your hand calmly against the lock. You hear a small poof as the lock just bursts. It's just a soft poof, and the door just swings open.
All right. I guess really we didn't need to be just saving this person. Look at that.
But
What
you're
can
not
I
there.
say?
You don't know this.
So again, Bob, you're
Yes,
probably
but I
wrestling
have-
with the goose,
But
and
I
then
have the
suddenly
perception.
Do I roll a perception to hear that? Or...
Sure, why not? This will be fun.
So the goose. Also, I could see what the goose is doing. Like it lets me
Oh my
see
God.
what's happening.
No,
don't hear-
you're too focused on the goose.
Did the goose at least notice?
I don't know. Give me a perception.
I'm gonna laugh. She just passes us completely and goes outside.
The
We're
goose is
still arguing.
looking, wagging its tail at you. That's
Oh yeah, the goose notices, but again, Creeve's back is to the gate. The goose just like, look at that, being
Just
all
walk.
goose.
He just waddles over in the direction of the person and just goes honk, honk.
Oh wait, so the gate's open. Can I just put my character on the outside?
Yeah, you can. It's just a poof, and the door swings open. It's just like, okay, we're good.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you want to cause the distraction because there's still a kerfuffle going on outside. However, Gary, give me a perception check.
All right. Perception check is +2.
Yep. So roll d20 and let's see what happens. Roll high.
That will bounce. Ugh.
Okay. Well, you
Well-
don't notice it, but you hear thumping,
Okay.
and it's coming from, well, I guess behind you to your left.
Okay. Sorry.
Basically to the west, so from that
That's,
staircase.
yeah, from the southwest.
From this, so from over. Okay, so okay. Well,
I'm gonna just
Hmm.
have the goose tug at the woman into the direction of the window, just like the goose is tugging it to tell it to follow.
Oh, to the you mean to the east?
Yep, the goose is telling you to go to
That
the
makes way more sense. That makes
No,
way
the goose is telling you to go to the east, but you hear the banging coming from your southwest.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, sorry. She is going to back up from the goose. Not cowering, but watching both of them very cautiously. Not sure of either one.
Now the goose is being friendly. He just
Right. Back up this way,
Okay.
like towards
So-
the thumping.
So I guess we'll just take you'll head this way now.
Yeah.
Creve, what are you doing?
Do I hear the noise too, or no?
Well, you didn't roll a perception, but she's moving away
Can I
from
roll
you
one?
close. You can roll one, but just keep in mind she's moving away from you towards the nasty
I was
bitey
gonna say
things.
if I heard the noise, then this would indicate. So 9, that's a probably no.
So no, you don't hear the thumping, but you're wondering why she's moving away from you.
I'm gonna do the whole like window, like point to the window, like point to her, point to the window, like no, and it's like people that way murder you, like all like just hand signals, like pointing that way and just like slice against the throat, pointing this way and be like, well, how would you?
just basically
Pointing at her, just pointing out the window,
just
and pointing
point
the other,
and
and pointing away,
just like
and
point
pointing like
and wave,
death.
like follow window, follow window.
like follow window, but at the same time pointing the opposite
Are
direction
you-
from me, and
are
doing
you
the
saying
throat slice.
Are you saying anything while you're using these hand gestures?
Not really. I'm just like, because I figured because you can't understand me, so I'm like being.
Oh well, hold on a second. You don't know if I can understand you. You just
This
know
is
that
true.
I
This is
speak in
true.
a different language.
Um,
Do you say anything? Cough, cough.
Do you want to try and actually say
essentially, he would. I'm trying to think of how he would phrase it. It's like no, go that way, death. This way, window, leave, GTFO.
She turns around to you. She looks you square in the eye, and she takes a step forward and goes, "Wait,
Lean
you speak basic, or English, or whatever you want to call it? I don't know what you guys
Common.
call it.
Common.
Common. Okay, you speak common.
Well, good to know we can communicate.
It's just like where
So I'm like leaning back away from her. She's in my face, like, well, good to know we can communicate, but yes.
where was this? Your first thought was a different language than common. I think the commonality would speak common.
Yes,
Well,
but he didn't
Sarah.
say anything when he came in. He just approached the cage.
This is true.
So how would I know? I'm trying to get into the character and stuff, but anyway, where were we?
I got you.
So
Like basically, me town like I don't know why I stopped. I was like, all right, Kriv is like me town. Wait, I need to stop talking like this. I'm the town guard. You're in the middle of a null base. We need to go.
She looks at him again, and goes, "You're a guard? I've never seen a demon guard anything other than hellscapes."
this
Alright.
is gonna be
All right, we got a racist bitch. Okay.
1, not a demon. 2, that's going to be awkward later. 3, just all external lives aside. I don't know where you're from. I'm just warning you right now. We're not in a good place. We can have this discussion elsewhere, unless you want to stay in the place with the people that put you in that jail cell.
Okay. All right. She's going to basically agree with you, or I agree with you, and I'm going to go, I guess. Well, wait a second. I could do that.
gonna go to the window. Are you gonna?
No, wait a second. I have a question for the DM. Is this all open air right now? Like it, or is there like
the cage had a roof, but
Right,
the rest
right,
of this is the rest of this is open.
Oh well, fuck it. She opens her wings.
You know what? I'm just gonna see where this goes.
She opens up her wings and she's going to cast Gust upward. Hold on, I have to check what Gust does exactly. Make sure I'm using the right thing. Where's my spells? Gust. Let's see.
She does have flight, right?
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
I just don't see it on her D&D Beyond.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't use Gust. I take that back. Regardless, I'm going to unfurl the wings and actually fly up into the air. Now, I can move the same amount... Ah, crap, I just closed it. I know I can move the same amount of spaces that I could walk.
Yeah, because you're flying, basically.
Yes. And I have a speed of 30 feet. So I can go 30 feet up. Oop, that is not what I wanted. How do I measure upward?
Well, if you just
So
There's
basically,
a ruler that's just a line.
press Control,
Oh,
that should give you the ability to change on the X and Y plane.
okay.
Or if you just do a sphere, you should be able to just make a 30-foot bubble and then see where the top of the bubble is.
I'm holding.
basically.
Not going up.
Yeah, it's doing a weird thing. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 30 feet would put you. Well, okay, this will be good.
Do you want me to do a stealth check?
Well, I
Are
don't
you
think
trying to
a
be
stealth
stealthy or
check will
saying,
work,
"Oh."
but let's see what happens.
So yeah, you see that unfold in front of you. If there's a way to make me fly, how do I do that?
I think the DM has to do that.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out
Oh,
exactly how
no,
to
I
make
already
it
did
fly.
it once. It's fine.
How'd you have the goose do it earlier? Because the goose was in the tree.
Well, the flight is part of the goose's movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't. I personally cannot activate it. The DM has to activate.
Oh, you mean you mean like to actually make you float? Sorry.
Yes, he wants to activate flight.
Oh, wait, not a little taller.
As this is happening, Griff's just like, well, this is problematic.
Now, because of this, let's see. There's hullabaloo outside. Let's see these two. Oh yeah.
Josh, real quick, how long does the mist last?
It should be about an hour, I would say.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good.
So
if I
because
go
of
out this
this,
window, I'll go right into the mist.
yeah. So because of this, you hear yapping and barking outside the inner wall. Now, because Lilith decided to take flight, yeah, there's a brawl going on. But unfortunately, there's a good chunk of people from the barracks and from the central courtyard that just sees, and then a person just jump up into the air.
Which could have just took our route and not be seen.
Hey, man, it's a game.
It is a game. I just let it happen. That's why I didn't say anything.
Now, of course, while this is going on, the banging on the wall, on the door continues, and you hear a loud ka-tunk, and you hear just gibberish coming from inside the bailey. Now, I would think it might be a time for a timely distraction.
I basically see. So I look up in the air and I actually just see a floating woman. I'm like, well, this isn't good.
With wings.
Yeah, I basically just blow the horn to give the attention to the other guys. Of like, we got a well, we need a distraction, guys.
Real shit?
Real shit. The horn blew. It's real shit.
Real shit.
How violent are we going for real shit?
I'm gonna let you decide.
DM, just point of condition. When she flies up, the second she flies up, I'm like, well, fuck. And I'm going to back roll out of that window before anything else goes on.
Athletics check.
Oh, plus D4. Oh, never mind. I don't need it.
So, while this is going on, you're just like, I'm out. Yeet. Tuck and roll through the mist out into the forest.
And the goose just follows.
Oh, and remember, because you were given that super jump, like you just instead of going out the window, you go over the wall.
I like landing back here.
You're like, well, nope. And just long jumped his way and just landed right next to me. Like, dude, that was a 10.
Oh, the prisoner was a goose woman.
We got another goose? Are you serious?
Apparently.
Wait, did you at least bring Hank? Where's Hank?
At that point, we'll cut to the distraction.
Alright, what are we doing?
Distraction time.
Are we going with fire, or what are we going with?
I like how you're having the discussion now.
Yeah, it's a little late. Don't you think you should?
What are we gonna do again? I haven't made up my mind yet. I kind of wanted to do meh.
I mean, there was always the option of, like, booming voice and shit, but I always kind of had my dancing lights, and if nothing happens, I'm going to make things happen.
Do they at least know
What are you thinking?
So,
Me?
Yes.
I'm gonna move my happy ass probably a little closer to the edge of the forest, and somewhere around here I'm going to use thaumaturgy to cause a small earthquake.
Alright, I like this distraction better than mine. Make it happen. Mine was just going to be a, what's that? This is not a, I wonder what that is.
My goal is just to make some gnolls wonder whether God is mad at them.
you know, the greatest gift of a sorcerer.
So let's see how this plays out.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Shirai, and this is Jackass.
And welcome to Jackass. Yes, and then drinks beer before making bad decisions. Good, good. You truly are following the Jackass spirit.
Where did you guys move to? Oh shit. Oh, there you are.
They're just on the opposite corner of the east side.
Yeah, I got it.
Northeast. Well,
So waiting for the
northeast
spell.
corner on the north side of it.
So wait, did we use a spell or not?
Well, no.
Listen, time moves slowly when the wizard is trying to figure out the wizard things.
Yeah, I saw a dice be rolled.
That was me by accident.
Ah, I see.
Cool. It'll probably take about 4 minutes.
Wait, 4 minutes for what?
I have no clue. I just rolled a dice to see how long this is probably going to take.
What's he doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to Dakota. Didn't you say you were casting something?
I am going to use thaumaturgy to cause an earthquake.
Ah!
Head in the game.
Roughly right about there.
Okay, so how does the spell work?
It is, by
You manifest
definition,
a minor wonder, a sign of supernatural power within range. Range is 30 feet. You create one of the following magical effects with the range. Your voice booms. You cause flames to flicker. You can cause harmless tremors in the ground for a minute. Which I'm assuming what he's going with.
Yep.
So does it just automatically cast?
Yes, as far as I can
If
tell.
you cast this
All right.
spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its 1-minute effects active at a time. You can dismiss each fact as an action. So he can add to it as he goes if he keeps recasting it.
Well, no, this will work. So for the tremors that are going on here, let's see. Give me a D20 and we'll see exactly how much hullabaloo you cause.
Oh, that's totally impressive.
Let me give you advantage because they weren't aware of you. That's better. Now, it's not enough to knock down the walls, but it's enough to start... These idiots are, like, sliding back and forth. The walls are kind of shifting. They're moving around. It's not cool, and of course, because of that, everybody's like, what the fuck is going on over here? This fight stops because they see parts of the fort shifting. And of course, everybody's coming to pay attention here. Now, of course, these are the ones nearby. The ones that are still focusing on the flying person are barking and are trying to trying to draw a bead on the flying person. Now, while that's going on, let's see, Gary, perception?
Oh, give me a second.
Oh, yeah, you'd be able to see that.
Perception is +2.
So, D20 +2.
Okay, D20 coming up.
Alright, so the 16. Now, while you're up here, you get a little looky-loo. For some reason, the goose decides to assert his dominance and fly higher than you.
Okay,
As he
All right.
While that's going on, you notice coming from the Bailey, the goblins coming out, as well as that bigger knoll. And of course, the goblin shaman's pointing frantically at you, and of course, it's not speaking common anymore. It's making some weird squeaking noises. Now, you might consider leaving because remember, he's a wizard.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Was the last one just German?
Huh?
He's making weird noises. Just speaks in German.
It's making angry goblin noises. It's in my head. It's like
it speaks in German.
Okay.
I basically said 9 at the end of it. 9, 9, 9.
Anyway, moving off
Like
from that, you see
goblin
that
noises are
the
German.
goblin is pointing at you frantically, and of course you know it's a caster. You might not want to be around it because you don't want to get zapped.
He's a cool dude. We've met him before. He's
And don't
pretty
forget,
chill.
besides him, those little goblins are trying to draw their bows, and of course the gnolls on the wall are probably going to start taking pot shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly the hell out of this area right now, but I'm going to follow my newfound demon friend, even though I know he's not demon.
As far as apparently you can tell.
Yeah.
Now, because you're flying, I'll allow you to essentially count as like a run.
Well, I would only be able to move like 30 feet, right?
Yeah, but you can
back.
actually count it as a dash as well, which is double the distance.
Yeah,
That
so
would be
you're
60?
BTFOing.
Okay, so that's 60 feet.
Yeah, so now would be a time to leave.
All right, so
At least get to the forest.
Can I do a thing while this is happening?
Sure, what do you want to do?
yeah, go ahead.
I want to put my armor back the fuck on.
Well, I think now would be the time to leave the area, lest I don't know, because remember, gnolls are going to start looking in the forest. You might want to get far away and then wait for reinforcements.
That's fair. I'm going to start moving then.
Oh, you're not going to wait for your friends?
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's 25 feet.
I mean, we were watching this. We were already running. We were heading towards
Yeah.
this direction. I would say we've at least actually ran running our course of like, well, this is going. This is definitely going south.
Fuck
Time
this
to
shit,
leave.
I'm out.
Yeah.
So, while you're flying away, Gary, let's see. Everybody roll a d12. If you can beat a 6, you're essentially just booking it like hardcore.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's good
Fuck
to
this
see
shit, I'm
that.
out.
Wait, did Bob roll? Bob,
Bobical.
Bob, are you dead?
Sorry, I stepped away. Sorry, what?
Roll a
D12,
D12.
beat a 6.
D12 and a D6?
No, roll D12, beat a 6.
There you go.
Okay.
I did not.
Well, Josh, your first roll is what's going to stand.
Damn.
So it looks like Josh, Dakota, and Bob are dragging ass, whereas Chris and Gary are just BT, just like, we're out, see ya.
All right, is it still my turn?
Let's see. Head away from the camp. So I guess head towards the north because that's where. Well, I mean,
that's our exit strategy to the north.
that's where you guys are going, but you didn't tell Gary where to go.
Well, I have a solution for that if you would allow, because, yeah, just to help move the story. Is that okay?
Wait, what?
I had an idea on that, but I don't know if it's still my turn or not. Is it?
Not quite.
Okay.
So let's see. So let's see. I'm gonna move you two there. Chris, just let's move you pretty much up to the edge. Your stumpy little legs are carrying you like the wind.
Goddamned right. Fuck this
Whereas
shit.
you
sign
lot
up
are
for
just
this
kind of
shit.
puttering along.
What about the goose? Could we use a second roll for the goose?
The goose will goose with the goose and goose.
I think it is a goose.
Where the hell is your character? There you are. Okay, you're about there. So while this is all going on, the building stops shaking, but the gnolls are really cheesed off. And of course, they're trying to dispatch. You know, they're heading towards the entrance, and they're just trying to get out.
Yeah, good to know we made the right choice of which direction to go.
Alright, so Alright, next escape roll, let's see, Dakota, and let's see, who was it? It was Dakota, Bob, and Josh. Roll D12, beat a 6. Alright.
Wait, that was Hank's roll.
No, that was your roll.
Ability check?
Damn.
No, this is just essentially just if you guys can get out of here quickly enough, I'm gonna let you guys escape without dying.
But so it's an ability check, isn't it? We're running.
Not quite.
What's thinking? More running.
All right.
Less thinking.
Actually, I have guidance.
Says the
so
guy.
I can technically-
Says the guy who's
Oh, yeah.
already gone.
Yeah,
All right,
no shit.
so
Because I'm smart.
So yeah, Chris's character is so close to the edge, he's off. Let's see, where's Dakota? Just friggin' trucking it. Breve is just not having any of this shit. And Josh is just being like, I'm gonna take a walk in the forest.
I mean, no one knows I've been here.
Gary?
No one who's not been spotted.
D12.
D12. Got it. Dice gods be with me.
Did you just
Oh, try again.
You deleted
Try again.
He deleted
My bad.
dice.
Dice gods be with me.
Perfect. Roll D4.
D4.
Alright, you're headed north.
All right, so I immediately just hit wings flapping.
Alright. Let's see. While this is going on, gnolls are pouring out of their openings.
That's not fair. They have cover. They have spikes over there.
Well, I'm not the one who's rolling. He's going for a Sunday walk.
All right. Then I got one more spell left I could use.
Well, let's see. Give me another D12. Let's see who's still on the board. So, Bob, Dakota, Josh, and Gary. Same thing.
Can I
Let's
basically?
see if Josh can get the lead out of his boots.
Can I at least cast something as well?
Let's see how fast you run. And if you're going to take your sweet time,
Oh, I was hoping to actually cast Long Strider, which increases my. Which
I was
makes
saying,
me
if this
go
is an
super
ability
fast.
check, my guidance will be adding to every ability check we've been doing.
I'll allow it. I'll allow Bob's. Josh, you have to roll.
What, the D12?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you hate yourself? Bob, Gary, Dakota, please roll your d12s and prove that you are better. Bob just like, see ya. Yep, off the board. Gary, fucking gone.
Wings, baby.
Let's see. Josh is back here, wondering what he's gonna have for dinner as the clawing masses are coming after him.
Can I at least cast one more spell? Actually, two spells.
Let's see. Is it what kind of what is it? A standard action?
One of them is a standard, which is Long Strider, which can increase the speed by 10 feet until the spell ends, and a bonus action of Misty Step, which lets me teleport 30 feet.
Okay. Well, I'll allow you to teleport, but let's see what happens.
How so of what happens?
Well, wait. How does it?
It was instantaneous.
Okay, so just you jump 30 feet.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll d12. There we go.
I'm basically just taunting them now, of like, da-da-da-da-da. Alright, bye fuckers. And I basically just teleport away.
Alright. So congratulations, you goobs. You not only managed to rescue, quote unquote, rescue a team member. There's also been some useful information gathered here. And you goobs have actually proven that you can somehow manage to stealth, which means now I get to use this in the future.
Somehow manage.
I hate you all.
Hey, it's mostly your fault.
No, that's the kind of thing. I'm the only one that has a good enough stat to do stealth. Everyone else has a disadvantage.
I actually have a +1, thank you.
I have a +7. I have proficiency.
I have +1 as well, but I have disadvantage because of my armor.
Yeah, they
Same. Wait, no, I'm 0 with disadvantage.
They have to actually roll twice and use the lower roll.
But guidance is a beautiful thing.
I mean, guidance is. I'm not saying it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys, did you like how I handled her? Yay, nay?
I mean, you could. I mean, I would basically argue of like, of all the things you could do, you decided to fly.
Yes, I have that advantage.
And when you're born with wings, that's kind of your go-to.
That instantly got everyone's attention. Like,
yes,
you could have gone out the window like a normal person.
But that's the thing. I'm role-playing her a certain way, and I'm hoping you guys catch on.
No, I'm role-playing as well of like, why didn't you just take the window like a normal person?
Oh, I know. But I'm letting you guys...
I know, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing that you're role-playing. I'm really...
We're asking you.
We're
anyway.
legitimately asking you. So why couldn't you just go out the window like we planned?
Are we all meet back up then?
No, you guys just disperse into the woods. You've escaped, so
I have
safe.
three. I have 3
now.
Why I decided to use my wings. One was because the DM said that I was in an open outside area at that point. There was no roof over the top of this.
Oh no. Again, we're not arguing with you on your choice as a person.
Dodge is under the assumption that we were actually back together in the game yet, which the DM has not said that we're not yet currently doing that.
Well, let's see. You know what? Let's see.
And then the other reason was all of a sudden I've got a Dragonborn jumping into the room and then starts looking on the ground and then starts hand gesturing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
valid. Very valid.
Again, if you check in general, I think my post speaks volumes.
What?
Alright, what's the general chat say?
Just
stealth is an option.
No, above that.
Stealth is optional. Stealth is optional.
The video.
Yeah. This is just Bob's character communicating.
Ham-boning.
And boning will save your life one day.
Just This is what's happening. No wonder Lilith was freaked out.
Hold on, where am I looking?
Go
In
to
the Discord, general.
In Discord and go to general chat, and on the very top, he has a video for us.
Okay.
Well, imagine a 7-foot tall dragonborn is doing that. I dare say, Russ, you should maybe roll for intimidation on that.
Okay.
Does that actually work?
So yeah, that's just the scene in my mind's eyes. What's happening? It's like, oh dear God.
Okay, so we've all split into the forest.
Now you guys, yes, have reconvened.
We have reconvened?
Yes, I rolled a
Okay.
d20. You guys managed to elude capture. It's getting closer to dawn. And you regroup back at the lake's edge.
Including Gary or not including Gary's character?
Well, I mean, again, I don't know how you were going to communicate because Gary headed north. Luckily, the roll said he headed north, and you all headed north.
He said he had some way to figure it out, I thought.
Well, he's
Yeah,
flying,
I'm
so he can see.
thinking Yeah, I was gonna go with 3 different options, but yeah, no. Go ahead. Or do you want me to go?
Yeah, you got the 3 options. Do the 3 options.
I didn't understand a single word of that.
You have those 3 options. Go ahead with the 3 options.
Okay.
Well, Russ says otherwise.
I'm just waiting to see where this goes.
All right. I'm flying over, following the Dragonborn as he's running through the woods, or walking at this point. Walking, Russ. What are we doing?
Well, I mean, you guys have been running.
Oh, we already back at the thing.
Yeah, you see them
Okay.
sitting at the edge of the lake.
So basically, I followed the Dragonborn all the way back to the side of the lake. Now, I see the Tiefling? Perception?
Sure.
All right,
Are we doing this on a different map, or are we still doing this on the edge of the map?
No, we'll just act this out here because I don't feel like loading the other map.
All right, perception +2.
Roll a d20. Our nat 1 of the day.
So you don't see the tiefling at all. In fact, your eyes are only locked on to the dragonborn. Weird feelings pass through you as you see him running.
No, Russ. I know where you're going with that. No, shame on you.
Well, you rolled a 1, so you have to be. You must be punished.
Go ahead.
Ones are only in combat.
Go.
Are you rolling for feelings of content? Like, do you want to trust someone that says he's not a demon?
I mean, we could always make it what happened with the practice session with that one knoll.
Oh my God, Ross. We're going back to that one.
Well, I mean, that was
forgot
pretty
about
funny.
that one. Holy shit! Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back.
Now, let's keep going. Continue with your interactions.
Okay, well, you were saying I was. I only see the Dragonborn, right?
Yes, because again, you're older one. He's the tallest of the bunch, so you can pick him out easiest. Because at the edge of the lake is just a bunch of reeds and stuff.
Okay. She flies down to you and is now actually hovering in front of you. And
In front of the Dragonborn or in front of everybody?
in front of the Dragonborn, but everybody can see her plain as day.
Okay.
She's wearing a white dress, and she does not have shoes. Okay.
Guys,
All right.
I must have. There's a goose lady by us. Don't panic.
She has a huge goose lady with his huge wings, and she looked just like. Oh God!
All right, so now I have a crazy chick and a dude that's losing his absolute goddamn fucking mind. Great.
At this point, has fallen on his ass and is like backpedaling through this. Were we on the beach or were we exactly?
You're at the edge of the lake, so it's like
Yeah,
it's
we're on the beach, land on my ass, and just fucking backpedaling through sand.
Can you not drown, please?
Now I'm going back to the land, away from the water.
Look, we've made it through an entire event where we didn't get where no one got hurt. We don't want to actually.
Disappointing. I want to hurt someone.
Is no one going to acknowledge the giant flying goose lady?
Listen, with the shit that I've seen today.
What shit? I was in the castle. What did you all do when I was gone?
Did you not see the flying goose lady fly up out of fucking nowhere and then hear the horn of "Oh fuck, no deucing"?
Yes, we're all noticing. She's right there.
Exactly.
She's looking at the dragon board, and she just and she says, I just wanted to say thank you for attempting to save me." And she's like, And
I point to the rest of the group. That's technically their fault too.
Don't blame us on that. That was your job when you got inside. We just helped.
She turns around to the rest of the group, and she goes to give them her thanks for trying to save her. But she sees the tiefling, and immediately her eyes go wide, and you see sparks coming from her hands, and she takes an aggressive pose.
I'm sorry, but we don't have to be rude here now. You could just say, I'm sorry, but are we missing something from this?
You asking that at a game?
No, I'm asking as a character. Are we missing something from this? Do you know her, Shirai?
I don't know anybody?
Perfect. She turns to you, Shadow. I don't know the name of your character because I forgot to look.
It's Valmar. It's in the right. It's on the left-hand side.
Okay. She turns to you and she goes, "Demons and angels are Asmir, are common enemies, and I do not trust nor shit. I do not trust her.
Take a second.
I do not trust or see why he should be standing here right now. All demon spawn should be purged."
I'm going to lean forward and go, he's the reason why we were able to get the fuck away, because of you flying. He distracted the shit out of some of those guards so we could get away. So,
yeah,
just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal. I'm kind of new here on these lands. I don't know what the deal is between angels and demons. So that's not my concern. And number two, I don't care. I consider him a friend, and he's on my side. So you could either just...
He hasn't killed us yet!
You could either just get along with each other, or we could be on our way. Right now, we're getting out of here. Your choice.
Well, technically you're at the lake.
We are at the lake. We're going to the other side. We're going to the other side of the lake. We got a drunk sailor who can at least tell us his stories and give us some drinks.
Gotcha. Does the dwarf
My bad.
Does the dwarf have anything to say?
I mean, you just heard it right then and there.
Okay.
I just kind of sigh at this point. I'm so used to people hating the various strange friends we have.
She takes
it's when it turns
my
malicious.
My friends are Minnie and my enemies are Ash.
It's when they turn malicious that the whapping keg comes out.
That's what I'm saying. She did attempt to start something because she did take an offensive pose.
I mean,
her pose relaxes.
Swing first.
Or my pose relaxes, and the sparks dissipate, and she looks towards the tiefling and says, "Sorry, drawing a blank. Give me a second."
Yeah,
well, no one has
Thursday
made official
at this point
introductions, so I don't blame you for not knowing their names.
I'm just basically going, all right, good. So let's actually start with it. let's start with a simple one
Okay.
of introductions. I'm Valmar.
Well, no. Hold on a second. Let me
Okay.
finish my thought. Otherwise, I'll lose it forever. She turns towards the tiefling and she says, "Because you attempted to save my life, I will not try to destroy you."
Awfully generous of you.
I'm basically just clasping my hands. Good. I hope we can at least keep it that way for now. How about we start with some positive notes, like an introduction. My name is Valmar. You? As I gesture my hand to her, asking for a name.
She looks towards you and says, "My name is, excuse me. My name is Lilith. God damn it! What was the name of the goddess?"
Did you have it on your D&D sheet?
No, I had to look it up, and I had it, and I lost it. It was let me see. It might be on my D&D sheet. Hold on one second.
Can't remember it. That's fine. At least they have a name. You can always add that later.
Okay, fine. Firstborn of blank, messenger of the goddess.
Okay, that's a long-winded one. You could just call me Valmar. The goose with you his name is Hank. Hank Honk. Or Double H, whichever one you actually want to take. He doesn't mind. Just, if you're gonna start fights, don't start fights with him. We don't know what else he can do.
Mistra. That was it. Mistra.
Got it.
First daughter of Mistra.
Okay.
The tiefling you tried to start a fight with is Shirai. The dwarf is Murder Thunder Tankard. And this is Kriv. And Kriv the Justicard. We're gonna actually get out of here and get ourselves ready. Did we actually make an agreement that we're coming back? Asking the DM for that one. Are we coming back to start a fight with the
Well, yeah, to get to the fort and all that. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, just at least explain that part. So, let's just get out of here for now. I think I'm done standing at the end of a lake.
Well,
She decides that's a good idea, and with a nod, she follows you, still flying just a few feet off the ground at this point.
Do you ever touch the ground?
Are you asking?
I'm asking in role-playing.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear on that. She just shakes her head. No, she's never and then she says she's never walked on the ground before.
Alright, I'll just let that one be. And I guess we'll shove off then?
is the boat even here?
Well, I mean, we can just wrap it up here. You're just gonna wait for the boat to show up.
Yeah, anything else anyone want to point out? Ask questions?
Well, the obvious question I would think we would need to ask is, so why did the goblins capture you?
Exactly, that's what I was about to say.
I'm gonna have to come up with something for that.
Okay.
So that'll be for another time.
So it's a long story.
We'll put a pin in that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm tired because I've used all spells I could possibly use to get us through this.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here, just cracking locks with Firebolt. I thought that was going to be funny. Well, a lot funnier. I was hoping that it would have, it just exploded off of the hinges and just nailed
That's what I was expecting, actually.
We were all expecting that.
But Russ subverted that, which is fine. He's the DM. He has the right to do that.
No, he just did the heart of the... He did it with
I
the
felt
heart of the roll.
Yeah, I felt how the role played out. Something a little bit more subtle would have been much. I found it a little bit more appealing.
I just figured have a little fun. That's the whole point, right?
Of course. But of course, as well, we're gonna question you. Like, why did you think it was a good idea to fly, Lilith? What was your plan strategy in that one? It wasn't, was it?
No, there was no plan. She like I said before, she doesn't touch the ground. She doesn't walk. That's
She
one
was
of
in the jail cell. That was like the first couple? Like, had she touched the ground before? Because in the jail cell, she was sitting on the ground.
It was against her will.
True.
She touched the ground, but she's never walked anywhere.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's not like she can't sit or, lie down.
She just chooses to actually not. She just chooses to not walk.
I mean, she has wings. She's had them her whole life. She would have the
That
stamina.
make more sense than her legs.
Oh, the mountain climbing portions that I've been working on are going to be so much fun for this.
It's gonna be like Legolas in Lord of the Rings, where he's in front of the entire group. Everybody's like, "Could you not? Could you just wait for us?"
Well, he was walking on snow, so yeah.
And they were trudging through it.
Oh, I'm aware they were trudging through it.
Yeah, that's why she's barefoot, is because she doesn't walk. She has no need.
Mm-hmm.
But
I guess we're all like fucking peasants to her, huh?
maybe.
Alright, I guess we'll just end it on this one.
So,
Yeah.
so...
Well, I figured.
Well, I mean, unless...
Here's a
hold
question.
on, but what does Bob has to say?
DM, if we were to probe her for any information in regards to why the goblins captured her, what she was in the bag the entire
yes,
time,
we
right?
should probably, let's see. If you guys are still up for it, we can go over that, because, there is some information to divulge. However, we need to make sure if we don't do it today that it's written down, Gary. Write it down.
Okay.
So that way, come next session when we get time, we can
Or he can just
explore.
type it into the adventure log if you really want to.
That's what I thought you meant by notes. Just put it in the adventure. We're going to be...
Oh, no. When I play my characters and the DM's explaining things to me, I tend to take notes off to the side so that I can go, okay, my character was doing this at this time. What were they doing? Like, what was going through their mind? So I take notes out of the game.
Right, but I mean, are we going to explain that now, or are we going to do it later?
I can do it now. I mean, it's not that long.
DM?
Let's update the adventure log. So we'll plug that in. So discuss. So, Gary, what did you learn?
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I turn to who? Because who's asking the question?
Well, I mean, I suppose who would be the one most curious about what's going on?
Kriv. Kriv is the one who's wondering.
He's the cop, so basically he's asking for. He's literally pulling out a piece of parchment, licking the tip of the fucking feather pin he has, dipping his ink, and he's going, "All right." From the top.
Is he wearing a hat? Is he wearing a cop hat?
I was thinking he's wearing a set of spectacles, but that's about it.
Okay, is he still sitting down?
He is now.
Okay. She's shit. Kriv. Okay.
The Dragonborn.
Right. She floats in front of you, or I float in front of you, and begin explaining that the goblins wanted something called shinies, and that the one in the cloak is their leader, and that the one in the hood was a subordinate and they wanted to use me to get their own shinies, but there was a bit of a dispute, and then they mentioned something about bitey ones over them. That's literally all I have for it, because that's all my character knows.
Okay.
Bitey ones. Okay,
Yes.
right. Just like listening in as I'm standing here because I got nothing better to do.
She just shrugs her shoulders, not knowing what shinies are at all. Nor what the hell were those little creatures that grabbed her.
Alright, so...
And yes, I have a backstory for her, so yeah.
Okay, so they wanted shinies. Any idea what the end goal is? Like, what exactly are they going for? Did they at least say, like, a direction or what they're gonna be using it against? Like a city or something?
She looks at her dude and she just kind of gives you that look women give. I was tied up in a sack. I didn't really have a chance to ask them questions or interview them.
Give you an eye roll, basically.
Look, we got nothing else to do right now.
Do you recall hearing anything? Do you recall hearing any voices? Were they speaking common? Were they speaking some gibberish to you?
Well, clearly they were speaking common. I was able to understand them.
Did any of them address another one as a form of intelligence in terms of as being like the leader by name or by sight? I mean, not by sight, by name or by even just like, did the leader speak with a sense of authority, like they were louder than the rest, or they told everyone to shut up kind of thing?
The only thing that I could figure out was that the one that was wearing the cloak was their leader, and I don't remember hearing a name at all.
Did you happen to notice what the cloak looked like?
Again, tied up in a sack, not able to see much.
Before you were in the sack, what do you recall?
Falling.
Did they cause you to fall, or were you falling for a different reason?
I don't know. I don't know much.
Okay. What is your earliest memory?
She stops and thinks rather hard about it. She looks very annoyed at this point, but then her expression softens. And she looks at you and just kind of shrugs and is like, the falling and then darkness. And then I woke up in the sack.
More probing question. How do you know your name is Lilith?
I don't have all my memories, but I do have some.
Okay.
Well, if we're going off of connecting the dots, if we have a goblin in cloaking, it's gotta be Gazbit. Again.
Do you recall from the goose, or the goose's perception that you were seeing, do you recall seeing someone that fit Gazbit's description?
Ross, do I remember someone fitting that description?
Oh yeah, that stupid little purple cloak of his and that smug, stupid face.
Yep, it was him, all right. But I didn't recognize the guy in the hood. Did I? I'm guessing I didn't recognize the other guy.
Well, let's see. How many people? Well, how many people? Let's see. I guess no one here had gone below decks to see one of the prisoners.
No one went below deck during the ship attack.
So then you wouldn't know who he is. Perfect.
Yeah, but I don't know I don't know this other guy that he's talking about. The guy in the
cloak. The guy in the cloak is the one that you named. No, the one in the hood. That's the one that you guys. Right. Yeah, the one in the hood you guys haven't run into yet.
Didn't recognize him. I'm guessing he's like a lieutenant or something. But Gazbit was definitely here. I know, Kriv, you wanted to try and capture him as soon as possible, but but we were lucky to get out of there.
You see Krib's expression when he realizes Gazbit's there change from a shock and awe of what's happened over to a more determined, and he just kind of doesn't say anything to the group, but you see him kind of gently fold up the paper and stir it away from him and stand up and dust himself off and then proceed to put his armor back on.
Kriv, I know what you're thinking, but if we just wait a few days for that reinforcements you talked about.
That group could leave. Actually, he's not even looking at you. He's looking into the forest. He just goes, that group could leave that fort at any time. The Knowles own it. He's not part of that group. I need to know where he's going.
We don't have the ability to actually go back there and survive and hopefully get there unscathed. I don't think you have this. You have the ability with that armor on. You'd be able to get the following.
I put my hand on Valmar's shoulder. I go, you guys are great and all, but I've been a Justicar for a lot longer than you guys have been around with me. Trust me. Sometimes you just have to do the thing. And he takes off into the forest.
Oh God. Oh, there he goes again.
Alright, so we got crazy bitch and suicidal actions.
Yeah, sorry, he does that. As I look at...
We gotta go back him up.
I mean, do we want to... Should we actually try? He might actually... This could end badly for us.
It's not time to set things on fire yet, is it?
Real quick, out of game question: Who took off into the woods?
Crave the Dragonborn.
Creve.
Okay,
Crave.
Creed. Okay.
Alright, I guess we go help the Dragonborn.
It's like, all right, stand up and just...
I'm putting my goddamn armor on, though.
Oh yeah, put your armor on.
Lilith's already taken off after Kriv.
All right.
There.
Guess we're going on. Getting to it.
She's just kind of like, I'll stick with you guys. What the hell? Why not? I don't know shit.
Yep. Might as well stick with us. Well, it was safer as a group.
Yeah.
All right.
I need meat shields.
Hey, at least I got this set on fire.
All right. Anything else we want to add to it?
Some days I genuinely want people already are worth saving.
Is that your final words before you follow us?
I need more beer.
All
right. So I guess with that, we've got the adventure log updated, so we can end it here. Now, thankfully, not a whole lot of combat went on, but because of your guys' sneakiness, let's see. Let's give you guys 500 experience a pop.
How do I log?
So go to your D&D character.
Okay.
And there should be a cogwheel next to your name.
Yep.
Top left. You click on that, and you'll get a drop down on the right hand side, and you'll see on the third one, manage experience.
Manage level?
Experience.
Where's that again?
Right below level.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay.
You'll get another one, and you see type XP value. Little tab. 500.
Wait. I see set level, set XP, add XP, remove XP.
Go to it should be add XP, and in that little column right there, you can click on that below the add XP. Click on that, type in 500.
Okay.
And then apply.
Done.
And that's it.
Cool.
Alright. And I guess that's the end of the session.
Well, that was fun, I thought.
Yeah, you did it.
So, well done. Close this out.
What'd you guys think? Did I do all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did fine. I mean, everybody else, I guess this is a critique for the group.
I mean, it's fine right now. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of interesting sessions with you.
I hope so. Again, now you got an angel on your side.
Yay.
We are the most mismatched group of rejects ever, and it's great.
Oh yeah, basically the elf that's never left his entire land, or even his own little town in the middle of nowhere. A Justicar that'll basically go full ham on taking his target out. A tiefling that's basically that basically is also meant to be a goody person who's trying to get himself back into the favor of the church. Then we have a racist angel. And
Wait. Hold up with the racist card there.
And then finally,
I wouldn't go that far.
And then finally, a drunk.
I only drink because of what I'm surrounded by.
And honestly, he is the real racist then.
No, I'm the racist.
Can you be a racist?
Dwarf, that goes without saying.
Look, he's not really.
I mean, if he's drinking because of what's around him, it just makes sense.
He's just.
You know what? Maybe I don't need to back up the.
Actually, he's just an angry boy.
I mean, my
in game, my character's just like, I'm going to go, stake out the place. It wasn't going to be like, hey, let's go back and attack the place. It's going to be more of a, let's make sure the goblin doesn't leave my sight.
You did a poor job explaining that you were not running in.
You just grabbed your arm.
You kind of went
your
with the,
and
no,
ran,
I need to do
ran
this. And I'm like,
yes,
oh god,
Cribs,
he's going
that's
to
Crib.
die.
All we know is when you actually
I have
heard the word
expected a
Gaspit, your
violent
eyes go
fight.
wide, your mouth foams with fire.
He has
and
a
you're
mission.
basically being bloodthirsty, and you ran out there. Like, what did we actually get from
the
that?
thing that destroyed part of his town.
I get that. We're basically just like, alright, we'll just back up the Justicard. Might as well.
I'll say I did like the interaction with Crib the most.
That's good.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was expecting some sort of banter, but the ham boning bit just came out of nowhere, and it's fucking perfect.
Well, you
That
figure
boy will
Crib
save your
has
life
worked
one
in a
day.
town that's a port town. He's bumped into people that he's never actually been able to communicate with properly. So sign language would assume be because I know Thieves' Cant is a thing as well in the game, so I'm assuming sign language.
Well, that's actually the kind
Well,
of
it's
thing.
perfectly fine.
Actually,
It's
here's the kind of
perfectly
thing.
fine. It's just you're in the.
You didn't do sign language. You basically did what you
I did
thought was saying.
Well,
was
there's
sign
no,
language.
there's no. I'm assuming there's no confirmed sign language in D&D universe, so I'm just doing universal signs that we would have. But in the game, I'm assuming those signs would translate to a different version of the signs we have. But then again,
can we make it a background thing?
Lilith
where
probably
he
had
has-
no idea what those signs were.
Can we make it a background thing where basically Crib actually does try to do some kind of sign language, but does it so poorly people don't know what he's saying? Like he's saying the opposite of what he's trying to say.
I am 100% okay with that being part of his character.
That he just says, "Come with me if you want to live," and instead he translated to "die."
Oh God, no! It's
But no,
just.
it's like, would you like mashed potatoes with stewed tomatoes? Like, wait, what?
Oh God! It's just Harvey Birdman, fucking Hakujin, white guy. What?
Mm-hmm.
That is great. He's basically the asshole to everyone in the village, and he's poor at making sign language.
Not really the asshole. He's just,
In
he's
game canon, I'm assuming Crib got taught by a sailor what the sailor assumed to be him just fucking with him. Like, remember, it's the port town he's from, so it's like a bunch of sailors came through and probably told him, oh no, this is totally sign language, 100%, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And they're just drunk assholes. So he's just been extending a drunk asshole.
The middle finger means peace
Continuation.
among Earths.
I'm imagining he's basically flipping people off them.
I feel like there's at least one or two air humps thrown in.
Oh yes, oh very much.
I think me and Kriv are going to have a very interesting friendship. Because her first.
Imagine it's like a poor man's airsoft, like not airsoft, like the military, like the hand signals. But it's like the airsoft player that just wants to imitate it, so it's just like completely off. Like, what are you even doing? Why are you doing a jerk off symbol?
Oh God,
right,
no!
So there's six people, 2 doors, already up. Leave, come back. What? No guns. What?
Why are you
Like, you know what
loading
you're
your
doing?
gun?
No, it looks cool though.
That's fun. Wait,
I
is this
live
it?
long and prosper.
I'm just picturing Crib just yeeting out the window too. Now, did he go up and over, or what?
Headcanon and okay. My thought was that Crib was going to jump through the window, but because he forgot he could jump because of the spell, he just jumped straight over the fucking building and realized after he was landing, like, oh God.
I'm just gonna hop through this. Oh fuck!
One of those moments of our still thing broke it is now. This is a lot of fun.
Bingo, found it.
I'm just waiting for the reply. Because we've been throwing memes at each other.
Oh God.
Oh, for throwing memes, I need to drop this Maryland ass meme that I saw that. Oh God, not that one. Well, whatever, it's staying because I have no fucking.
And gestures that he was doing.
Yes.
I want that one of them he's doing. It's just like, what?
That, instead of the way the hand was like waving, like come with me. That's what he was doing.
Like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is this? Where the hell am I?
the weight bar though. It's
Instead of the follow me, it's just that.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, but yes. For the Maryland folk, I found the most aggressively fucking Maryland thing I've seen in a while.
Kick football. That sounds disgusting.
They changed the Maryland flag to make it crabs and football, and I hate it, but kinda love it.
Tropical
Like,
Chris. The golden
it really doesn't sound like it would be bad. Just I didn't feel like buying a case of beer on a whim because haha, funny case.
Oh, Shadow, were you recording
As
this?
long as they kept the same colors, I'm
I was
fine
Twitch
with that.
streaming the whole thing.
Will that record it?
You'll have some kind of recording.
Okay. I'd like.
Oh
to
no, this is
watch it.
this is the entirety of the hand signals, but wrong. Weak heart.
I like it how we're making this kind of lore every single
my God.
bit.
That's the
Well,
game.
how else are we gonna spend time? Memes are,
It's just- Well, no, it's just like we made.
Memes are the universal.
Josh, don't let your dreams be memes. Wait, memes be dreams. That
I
one.
mean, our first ever meme is that we basically have a goose.
Oh no, there was memes before.
No,
that.
there were memes
There was
way
memes
before that.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
our
I
first
think it
ever
was.
Our first ever
No.
thing is, what is the first thing we actually make as a background thing? Oh, Valmar has a goose as a beast. Not a wolf or anything cool, but a goose.
Oh no,
Okay,
the
very
first thing was the enemy that will never forget you.
Oh yeah, the enemy that I will never get rid of. Yeah,
Reoccurring villain.
He's gonna keep coming back and be annoying.
and then basically, I'm sure the other one of the what was it now? Basically the oh yeah, Chris actually jumping on the table. Like, what do you got over there? I saw that. I saw that ring.
Oh,
God.
oh no, you mean other Chris just losing his goddamn mind
Yes.
and that ring disappearing?
Right,
Seemingly-
disappearing.
Seemingly disappeared.
No one knows what happened to that ring.
No one actually questioned us about the ring.
No one saw the ring.
As of right now.
Trying to remember. Oh, that's right. Did you get the magic quarterstaff, Coda?
Yeah, we gave him a. Yeah, I gave him a quarterstaff, didn't I?
Was a magic one.
Yes, shillelagh.
Yeah, yes, you got the shillelagh. Perfect. Now you could whack people with a +4.
Yep. Alrighty then. That'll be it for this kind of stream. Just gonna keep on talking on and on. Alright. Gotta go.